Cybernation Uncensored.
Wait there. Okay, now everyone can see us and hear us. I was a little bit muted there. I was trying to appease the mute gods nice and early. Everybody say hi so we can check mics.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
I got it.
Awesome. Well, hey, chat, let us know if anybody's muted, anybody freezes. We'll get that fixed right away. This is our monthly Team Veritas. Team Veritas runs a NeoCorp media corporation. If you haven't seen the previous sessions, go check them out on our YouTube and see everything that they went through in the past campaign. I will do a little mini recap before we get into today's session because it is important. It does continue right on from the last sort of cafe session that the team had. But I'm not going to go into great detail. Like I said, I really recommend everybody check out the VODs on the YouTube. Hey, what's up? Logar the Ogar checking in. One of our fellow streamers here at Cybernation Uncensored. Before we get started, let's just go around the table. Everyone just introduce yourself, let people know where they can find you online, with the exception of Naomi, who's currently banned on Twitter. You might not find her there.
Why would you tell everyone that?
Maybe soon. But no, we'll go around everybody introduce. But and also Jamie, and I would say, let people know where they can find you online and then introduce your character. But Jamie, just don't introduce your character just yet.
Fine, I won't.
All right, let's get it started. Well, since I already kind of put you on blast, Naomi, why don't you start it off?
Hi, I'm Naomi. I play Cynthia, the executive of Veritas Media. I am straight to the point, little out there, but a good exec, I like to think.
You've killed a couple people, I guess, as an exec. That's
You're fair.
Murder is in the job description, man.
That's true. That's very true. Jansik.
Hi, my name is Jansik. You can find me usually on social media as Jansik_1. I am playing Wolf, the solo. I'm here to support I'm here to support the media people and cheer them on because they do most of the killing, it appears. And I'm just here for moral support.
Exactly. Just in case they need an actual solo to do some killing. You're there just in case, like in case the team doesn't have it covered. Yeah, well put. Valerie, my beautiful wife, Valerie.
Hello, I'm Big Val. I play Phoenix the Fixer. You can find me at cyber_Valerie. Haha, on Twitter. I remember it this time.
Not currently banned, too. You can find her.
Yeah, I'm currently tweeting on there.
Oh, throwing shade. Still taking jabs at Naomi. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Will.
It's become Punch Down Day.
You're freezing up some, Naomi.
Oh no.
Oh, there she is.
Hold on.
There you are. Oh, no. Yep.
Hey, I'm Will. You can find me as at Billy Huddles on Twitter, or you can find me in the Discord on Cybernation Uncensored as Rook. Otherwise, I play as Looper, the media on the team, who's not known for his ability to kick drones that are on the ground.
Very true. And Jamie, without obviously introducing the character.
Right. There's already clues, but
a few clues, yeah.
I am Jamie. I don't really tweet. I have a Facebook, but I don't ever use it. You can find me in the Cyber Nation Discord group occasionally, and for hopefully in the near future, you'll find me here.
Exactly. Now you're streaming here too. We always see you in chat. You've been awesome, very supportive of Cybernation Uncensored, all the streams and people that are part of our community. And now, look, you're on this side of the camera getting to play with us all. It's awesome. I really love that.
Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. And I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the founder of Cyberpunk Uncensored. In case anybody doesn't know, we do lots of gameplay, tutorials, just all kinds of streaming and videos. Make sure you subscribe and follow right here on Twitch, also on YouTube. We have a very active Discord, Facebook group, a Twitter account, Instagram. Anywhere you see Cyberpunk Uncensored, I would really appreciate the support. It's not just me. We also showcase a bunch of other game masters and upcoming streams and all kinds of stuff. One thing in particular I really want to mention, first off, everybody, every Thursday I stream on the Sirenscape Twitch channel. That's my Cyberpunk RED team. We do every week. But this week is a little special on Friday. I'm not doing my Fallout stream, neither is GM Capricious Nature, because Friday is our charity stream for Ukraine. We teamed up with our Talsorian Games and Project Hope, and we're going to throw a charity stream of Cyberpunk RED, and it's going to be run by James Hutt of our Talsorian Games. He's going to be the game master, so it's going to be a fun one-shot for charity. So I really hope everyone can tune in. It's at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You'll see it on our calendar anywhere Cyberpunk Uncensored calendar is posted. Also, join any of our pages, like I mentioned earlier. Follow, subscribe, so you get the notifications. But Friday, we would love your support there. Like I said, this is our monthly stream. Oh yeah, and before I get into the little recap, because I do want to recap, again, shout out to all my supporters on Patreon, some of them right here. All of you have been the fuel on my fire, keeping me going, creating content, running games, pushing other GMs, and all kinds of great stuff. And if you haven't been to the website lately, everyone check that out. We have all kinds of free assets for your gameplay there. But I want to give a shout out to the supporters there. Kevin Moreno, Joseph Holder, William Huddleston, Naomi Madlass, Jamie Minch, like I said, some of them right here, John Erfurt, Leaded Coffee, Michael Edmonds, a.k.a. Kira, Chris Anderson, Dolan Pondsmith, Mike James, who's GM Reservoir Panda, who has a bunch of games on our YouTube channel, Roten, a.k.a. Renegade 420, part of my monthly Team Ghost, which hopefully will be coming back after a long, long break, Revolver Gray, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, an official sponsor of Cyberpunk Uncensored, Zeno, Zach, Capricious Nature, who I mentioned, runs games for us every week, and he'll be playing this Friday as part of the charity stream with me. Cyber Smiley, who runs Tales of the Forlorn Dopes with Data Fortress 2020, Raven, who's going to be GMing. Raven plays every week as GM Capricious Nature's team, as part of his team, but she's actually going to be stepping up and being a game master, running a High Riders campaign. Some people might have seen little hints about it online. She's been posting. I'm excited for that to come, so shout out to Raven. Andy Stretton, Copious Salt, and Tracy Goodwin. Awesome. Now that I got through that, let's get into the gameplay. Let me get some Sirenscape going, actually, before I rock a little mini recap. Just some city sounds. Let's see, let me make sure I get rid of the music. Sometimes that can be blaring. We don't want to do some club noises. We just want to get some city sounds going. Again, like I said, shout out to Sirenscape, official sponsor. Oop. Sorry about that. There it goes. As much as I want to hear my own music from one of my past bands as part of these sound sets, just want to get some city sounds going. There we go. And chat, if the city sounds get too loud, sirens, things like that, just let me know. I can always tweak it here. Sirenscape is very dynamic, and I can control it and stuff, so it's a lot of fun. Everyone should check it out. All right, cool. Let's do this. Team Veritas just had a great campaign, Popo No-No, where they had to expose the police chief for using Vice to basically jack goods and things that they're doing in bust, but they turns out it wasn't him. He was basically a pawn being used by an Orlov Russian crime family that had his daughter that was missing for like 10 plus years. They had her in a brain dance. They uncovered this spot in the middle of the hot zone, freeing her. Now they've got the hookup of Chief Reppin and NCPD. And yeah, the team spent a couple weeks doing some side hustles, some therapy. They met up at the cafe for a recap where, and like I said, I'm kind of cliff noting this previous campaign. Everyone should check out the VOD. There was a lot more to it, a lot of NPCs, plot twist stuff, cool things that the players role played out. I'm just trying to breeze through it to get to where we are today. So when they were at the cafe last session, they got a call from Danger Girl, Vicky over there, who runs, third-party partnerships, hires, and advertising, and said, we could use some help with some cases and things that we have going on. Why don't you come on into the office and let's chat? So we'll say it was the next day, the afternoon. It's time for the meeting. The team is on the way there in their combat cab. Since Ellie had to dip out, their nomad had to go back and help family with a bit of an emergency. So now they're kind of relying on cab rides for the time being. But on the way to Danger Girl, let's say Looper, Phoenix, Wolf, Cynthia, if you four want to role play out any conversation on the way, any anticipation of what Danger Girl might want, I don't know. You're on your way there.
I don't know. I'm still pretty. Go ahead.
Me first.
Wolf's hungover.
Yeah, I'm still pretty hyped up from the Bon Bon Chocolate Show with Alley Cats the other night. I mean, I still got this holographic stamp on my hand there. It was a blast, literally.
You can sleep?
It was definitely good times. I left a little bit early, but I had a little bit of fun too. A little fun, but I took a little gentleman home, so I left a little early.
Oh.
My fixer got to get a little fix on.
Oh.
I don't remember what happened last night. Pretty sure some junk stole my goddamn shades. No.
Oh, I did. You got some different on?
Something I had laying around. Oh. So what you, I don't know, you guys ever been to the Danger Gal offices?
I don't know. I've just done some video promos of them. I like the cat girls. Look pretty cool. I always thought they'd be fun to work with.
Those
I
exotics.
think we've only heard talks to them over the phone. I don't think we actually ever been in their office. Now I think about it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It doesn't ring a bell. Gotta be experience for all of us.
They didn't say anything else about what they wanted. They just said we might have
Looper,
something.
he's the one who talked to them.
Well, yeah. I mean, they just said they wanted to meet with us. I mean, maybe they have a good lead. I mean, they are sleuths themselves, after all. Maybe they have some, I don't know, interesting deets.
Really.
And it's about
It'd be nice to ride the tide.
Yeah, it's about the time you actually pull up to the Danger Girl building. And straight from the CPR rule book, I'll read the little description there, page 311, anybody from chat following along. But Danger Girl offices. The Danger Girl offices are founded in a stately 13-story Art Deco building capped by a decorative clock tower. Inside, you'll find 13 floors of hot pink shag flooring, stuffed mascot characters, smiling cat girls, model robots, shrines to J-pop groups, and brightly colored guns. So it's an interesting building. But you're pulling up, and yeah, lots of neons outside, Art Deco style building. It's a busy day here in Little Europe. People coming and going.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yeah, we need a place like this. This is awesome.
It's very pink.
I mean, 13 floors. I mean,
That's a little excessive.
That's what I'm saying.
The carpet is a little bright.
the firehouse isn't good enough for you, Wolf?
The firehouse is fantastic, considering I moved there from the cargo container. My cargo container, was leaky, cold, and hopefully didn't fall off into the marina.
Okay.
So this is a step up, definitely.
Yeah, and as you...
Okay.
What was that?
Shall we?
I feel a little intimidated by this building. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It's impressive.
Cynthia might be overdressed for this type of decorations. Yeah.
I'm very worried about that. Yes.
But now you step in, and it's like described, a big lobby, lots of neons, shiny reflective decorations. You even see some mascots, a whole wall of different style of guns, all pink, going up to their sort of Hello Kitty brand version that we've all seen in the CPR book. But yeah, shag pink carpeting. You come into basically a big sort of oval desk with a robot kind of posted up there. And it just looks towards your group as you enter. And hello, may I help you?
Oh, hi. We have an appointment.
The name?
Oh, shoot. I just name's Looper. Might have me in there.
Veritas Media.
Oh, yes, I have you down for 3 p.m. with Vicky. She's
Great.
waiting for you. Floor 10.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and you
Thank
see
you.
the big clear kind of tube elevators in the back, up and down, different colors as the elevator kind of shoots up and down. And you make your way up to the 10th floor, still with shag carpeting, all kinds of crazy decorations, and very K-pop vibe as described. But you get to the 10th floor that's marked advertising. And it opens up to another robot in the desk, basically greeting you at the floor. Hello, may I help you?
Hi, we're here to see Vicky. She's expecting us.
Are you the 3 p.m.?
Yes. That'd
Very
be
well.
us. Veritas.
Room 12. It
Thank you.
directs you down the hall.
God, I don't know why I had Sasha in here.
Those robot receptionists really creep me out. I don't know. That's just.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
I
thing.
don't know what that is. Yeah.
Because they're so polite.
Yeah. I mean, people aren't like that.
security too.
Yeah, and you
Possibly
enter.
double security.
You enter room 12, like the robot receptionist directed, and when you enter, it's a very plain room. It's a bit of a conference room, long table, and you see some computers. A hologram of Night City is up with some key points on it. There's some like hard plastic hologram stream sheets on the desk there. And there's a thin woman messing with the paperwork. She looks up and she says, "Oh, you must be Team Veritas? I'm Sasha. I'm the assistant to Vicky. She'll be in just a moment." She straightens up the paperwork, brings down the hologram after meeting all of you, and leaves the room.
Oh. What's Sasha?
Oh.
Is it the hologram?
Well, I'll grab a chair and sit down.
Yeah, once
Can we all sit?
Sure,
Can we
yeah.
smoke in here?
Yeah. And I'll grab another
Yeah.
chair and put my feet up in it
Bro,
until Cynthia or Val
Yeah, I was just like looking down at you like, what manners? What's wrong
kicks
with
out.
you?
Oh, sorry.
your feet, please.
I'm not used to these
Goodness
fancy
gracious.
offices.
We're not barbarians.
To have
Right.
some decorum, man.
Okay, I got it. Let me.
Straighten up.
Here we go. I didn't bring a tie or anything, so
Okay.
this will have to do.
Just
I don't think you own any tie, to be honest with you, man.
I don't think Wolf does either.
Ah,
But no, just as Wolf straightens up, the door opens as Vicky enters, and she's a slender, tall woman with kind of blondish hair that looks like it chem hair, synth hair kind of goes into like a purple and a blue turquoise. Her skin kind of a shimmering chrome. You can tell she has chem skin, some shift tacks, kind of urban, a cross of like urban and high fashion sort of wear, like very fitting for the Danger Girl offices. As she comes in, "Hey, I'm Vicky. I think Sasha spoke to you on the phone briefly. I spoke to you for a moment myself. Nice to meet everybody."
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hey.
She comes in and sits down. So first off, let me say, amazing work. I read your article, that Veritas article on the Orlov family, the whole chief reppin' breaking case, getting his daughter. Amazing work. Amazing. Just great writing, but just amazing work as a team to take out the top of the Orlov family like that and just completely, put him out in the process of kind of helping Chief rep it. I don't know, just amazing. So I wanted to give you props for that. But that's kind of why I called you in. Got a couple things I need to go over with you. First being about the Orlov family. Got a bit of a case on our desk, and it involves the last remaining members of the Orlov family. And the thing is Danger Girl here, we do investigations, lots of detective work, private eye stuff, but we're not necessarily the ones to crack a case, break a big media post or the next scream sheet release to really do the back end due diligence on these cases. Like, we can't really lock up the people that we're exposing. We're at the mercy of the courts, the well, the crime families and criminals and the money they have, the overcrowded jail cells, you know how it is. So that's where, you know, you all kind of come in. You know, you're investigating, you're cracking cases, but you're also breaking the story that's helping seal the deal on the back end and really make a difference in the city. And that means everything. So when this case came across our desk and we saw exactly what it was, and involving the last remaining Orlov family members kind of hiding out in Night City, if you will, we figured, look, before we dig around too much and raise any red flags, let's get some help. Let's get someone that can, you know, maybe seal the deal, help us with this client in this new case, but in the process clean up the last remaining crumbs of the Orlov family. And I know that would probably mean a lot to you, being that you released that article. This would allow you to clean up all loose ends with the Orlov family. It would continue us as, you know, one of your new advertisers, as we talked on the phone about, and a continued relationship with us. We would love to, you know, if this goes well, count on you sometimes to handle sticky situations like this. And that's not it. That's not everything. I didn't even mention, but not just the tie to the Orlov family, but the client that came to us initially looking for help to find her family and her pack vehicles and all her goods and all that stuff led to the Orlov family. And she actually has a little bit of a tie to you. You might reckon, hold on. She hits on the intercom. She's like, hey, send Kira in. And then the door opens and you see Kira walk in. Instantly, all of you remembering her. She's wearing kind of like tie-dye gear. In fact, I'll let her describe what she looks like, but you rescued her from the brain dance. She's the one with that school bus van, the Nomad, who you rescued from the brain dance when you were getting Chief Reppin's daughter. But Kira, why don't you describe what they're looking at as you enter the room?
So they see a younger lady, probably in her mid-20s, long straight hair, purple, Russian, Asian descent. Really folksy, laid back, think, you know, 70s hippie style. So that's what you see.
Yeah, and she enters the room. All of you instantly recognize her. She lights up smiling, like seeing you as the ones that actually rescued her from the brain dance. And enters the room. I'll allow you guys to kind of greet or have a little role play moment of seeing each other after all that.
Kira,
Hey, I recognize you.
good to see you again.
Hey, how's the bus going? I mean, I'm loving the flowers on that thing. That's really retro's like 1970s.
I got the bus back up and running, fixed what they did to it, and it's running smoothly now. It's nice to see y'all again. I definitely appreciate y'all coming to my rescue, even though you didn't realize you were coming to my rescue.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, man, I just happy to.
A punch to the Orlov is a good punch, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And Vicky chimes in too. Yeah, and look how this works out, a full circle. You know, Kira, you get rescued by this team that we were impressed by their article break and what they're doing. We knew we wanted to kind of possibly work with them in some capacity. You hit us up. We dig around to find your family, and lo and behold, it's the last remaining members of Orlov, the Orlov family, and great opportunity to get the team in, get them involved, helping you, are one of our new clients, and partnering up. Look, they rescued you, and what a better way to have you all work together. I think this could be great.
Yeah,
Where are you staying?
Me? In my bus?
You've been staying in your bus?
Yeah, it's got housing capacity. You didn't notice when I gave you a ride back?
It was a little hectic that day.
It was.
My mind was full of Charlie. I couldn't get him out of my head.
I can understand that.
Yeah, you're a member of the Angels of the Coast, right? Is that the Nomad group you run with?
No, I believe.
No, not her.
Oh, okay.
No, my family is the. One second, I'll find where I wrote it down.
Yeah, and while you look that up, yeah, Vicky chimes in and explains, like, yeah, so Kira's family was part of the whole Orlov situation, where, as you already know, you broke the case, you released the article. They were taking key members of corporations, gangs, nomad packs involved with Transpo, and they were just putting them in brain dances where they could kind of trick them into releasing sensitive information. And in Kira's unfortunate circumstance, they took her whole family. Being nomads, they wanted to kind of try to take all of them and take all their routes, all their goods. Apparently they took all their vehicles, everything. But before they could get too deep into it, y'all saved her, broke the case and everything. So at least that's kind of going for you in a sense. So it kind of worked out, I guess, that y'all can work together and try to help her find the family and take out the last remaining Orlovs. But you got to keep in mind that we don't have much for you in the form of leads. We dug around a little bit when she came to us, finding out that it was the remaining members of Orlov family, and they're somewhere in Night City. I know that doesn't help much, but they're hiding out somewhere in Night City. Apparently they even have Kira's pack and family and their vehicles and all their supplies and stuff. But the good thing is they can't do anything. The rest of the family's locked up thanks to your article, and they're kind of stuck. We don't know where, but somewhere in Night City. Like I said, we didn't want to dig around too much and raise red flags and kind of blow the opportunity here. But if y'all can dig around a little bit, see what you can find out, locate where they're hiding out, save her family, get her pack back to normal, that'd be great. And then we can kind of move forward as your regular monthly advertiser, and I imagine you'd have a new friend in Kira and her family as well.
So the name of my pack is the Children of the Ebon Bear.
Okay.
Mostly former Russian who, one reason or another, were forced to leave and have settled in the Western North America. They are part of the larger Bolt Nation.
Make sure, I know you sent me info of that before because you were part of creating NPCs and stuff before getting to kind of bring her to life. But make sure I get an updated, update anything that you want between the family and Kira's background, kind of life path stuff, and if you haven't already. And then make sure you...
the life path.
Yeah, and then make sure you send me that, or if it's all updated in the character sheet on Roll20, then just leave it and I'll dive in. But that's great. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. But yeah, that's what Vicky says. Not much in the form of leads, but at least a little bit of info. And you have Kira's help, and unfortunately she doesn't have much in the form of leads either because she's been locked up in a brain dance for a hot minute and just got out a few days ago. So y'all can leave the office, step out into the Danger Girl underground parking lot where Kira's bus is. Kira, why don't you describe the bus as you're approaching it for everyone in chat that maybe missed a previous session?
So the bus it's a highly modified, I wouldn't say it's not full size, but it's not a short size, so it's like 20-something feet long. Windows have been all sealed up towards the back end of the bus, but you can definitely see in the front end there are still some of the old school bus seats are still there, but then you can also see what is like a kitchen area. And if you go into the bus, further back in the area that's windows have been closed off is a living area, including sleeping and bathroom and shower, that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's very much resides on the bus, uses it for transportation. It's very colorful. Again, yeah, think hippie flowers and peace signs and lots of purples and oranges and blues. It's just all wild design. So
a couple things to unpack here as a team is, hey, you have a nomad with a ride, like you have a ride again, losing Ellie, at least you have a ride. Now it's maybe not the most inconspicuous vehicle, right?
Right, it's very bright. It's very in your face.
I love it though.
Yeah, I love it.
Or maybe
it's also a 27-foot bus driving.
It's kind of a good thing. Maybe.
I was just gonna say maybe it's very inconspicuous in a sense that you definitely don't expect an edge runner team rolling up in that to do any battle,
SWAT team jumps out. Yeah, I'm gonna walk around the bus, and that Danger Girl sticker that I grabbed on the way out, I'm gonna slap it on the bumper as I'm walking by, going around.
Hey, you guys think this is big enough to fit in the garage? Or the
Oh, it fits in a fire truck. It's
yeah, it
the
fits a
same
fire
size.
truck.
It should be able to fit in there. No problem.
Yeah,
Here,
we
I
can
have a
get
friend
back
that
and
you
go
probably
through all
really
of.
enjoy.
That's
Huh?
what was that?
Here, I
I
have
missed
a
out what you said.
Oh, sorry.
I missed what you said. I was trying to hear it, but it kept cutting out.
Apparently, we're all very excited to have you with us.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. It's funny though when whoever said, "Oh, will it fit?" And I was thinking too, "Oh yeah, will it fit?" Because she has a big bus. Completely forgetting that it's a firehouse that fits a fire truck, like a really long fire. So yeah. Here, let me bring up the home base as you guys pull
I would
up.
hope that it would fit.
I know. There you go.
I have a friend that I feel like you two would get along so well. My goodness. Two have very similar styles.
Let's see here. All right, cool. You should see the home base there.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm here.
There you go. Let me make sure. Is it coming up on chat? Chat, let me know that you can see it. Also shout out to Danya Trace Cuervo, aka Raven. I know I gave her a shout out earlier about the running the game, upcoming being a game master for her High Riders campaign. But I know she just got in a chat. In case you missed it, another shout out. But yeah, there you go. Cool. You can see it right there. The home base of Veritas Media, the Neocorp. It's a old abandoned firehouse that they kind of took over and built up a little bit. Well, actually, now you do have a little bit of money from the last gig. You could fix up that wall, maybe put in some security, work on things for the home base.
Wall.
Yeah, once you got a little bit of downtime, we can talk about that next too. But yeah, you pull up in there easily. The bus fits right up in the garage. You close it up. You're all hanging out in the living room, and I'll let you take it from here.
Well, we go ahead and give you the grand tour of our little humble bow before we get to business.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a plan. I only got to see I only got to see the outside when I dropped you off.
Do we still have an unclaimed room she can have, or do we have
Of course we do.
Yeah, we have, she left.
Oh yeah, and you have.
I thought that's what I thought. I thought she already packed her things and left, but just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
It's 6 bedrooms up there.
Yeah, there's 6 in here. There's only 2 upstairs now, right?
So even if Ellie left and left some of her things, there should be an extra room, right?
Yeah.
I think.
I appreciate the offer,
that is if you want to stay with us.
I'm really actually more comfortable staying in the bus, but I mean, you want me, if you allow me to park it here in the garage, that would be great.
Yeah, anytime.
I don't have to worry about people trying to mess with it while I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
Remind me to get you the garage key so you can lock up too.
Yeah, we
definitely need to lock up doors.
Yeah.
We have a bad habit of that.
There's been a problem with that.
We had a bad experience.
We just have a bad habit of locking our own doors.
Little throwback to session 1.
But we do have a washer and dryer here.
We do.
Now that would be helpful.
Yeah, you have the washer
And an
dryer.
abundance of kibble.
Did we ever get that auto locking system that locked by itself after we left?
It does actually. We did implement
It
that. I
does.
said I wasn't going to make
We did.
everyone have to remember every session to say, okay, we lock the doors, we lock the windows. Yeah, we'll keep it simple. But it automatically locks anytime you leave, so you'll be fine. Oh, did we lose Jamie?
Yeah.
I hope not. Ooh.
Maybe she's hopping back
Can
in.
you hear me?
How's your guys' weather?
A piece of roof just went flying down the road.
Oh,
really?
yours?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Is the car parked on that side?
No, it's parked on the front side.
Well,
Oh, okay.
as
Like,
Isn't
goes
it
my car.
ironic that the one time I don't park in the back lot is the time a piece of roof goes flying through the parking lot? Amazing.
Jeez.
is that where it
My
was
intuition
parked, or
never
is that
failed me.
or is that where it was parked, or that's where it is parked now from the wind?
No, we normally, all right, so there's 2 lots we have on the other side of our place. There's a back lot and then a front lot. And normally I park in the back lot because it's a lot easier to go from the back lot to our place. But today I actually decided to park in the front lot. It's still going, my goodness. Okay. I decided to park in the front lot and I just heard in the back lot this crinkling, grinding sound, I guess is the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
I looked at the window and it's like a whole siding just down the road.
Must be pretty bad. It was so bad it knocked Jamie out of the stream.
I know. Yeah,
Jamie located near us?
Yeah, if you're having issues, you might have to restart because we can't hear you. Yeah, you might have to just log out, try to log back in, or restart your Discord. It happens sometimes. Oh, and everybody on the team, if you look in the team chat there on Discord, she put a little drawing of the bus too. That's funny. We'll have to. It's a nice black and white. Maybe we can get our live streaming artist Crossfire streams with us the second Wednesday of every month to color that in for fun one time on a live stream. That'd be awesome. But yeah, we'll give Jamie a minute to be able to restart and log back in. Yeah, she just put in chat there. She's restarting. So yeah, we'll just give it a minute. So the team gets settled in. Jamie can take one of those rooms. You know, Ellie took all her stuff. She knows she's going to be gone with family for a while. So she can easily take over a room. But like she said, she's going to stay in the bus. So maybe she'll just store some things up there. Or you just have extra rooms for guests or storage. Or you can turn it into something in the future. Yeah. But initially, while we wait on Jamie getting in, what is the team thinking? We'll let you get into a little bit of conversation about what's going on.
Do we have all of Emma's files or anything that we can go through paperwork, see if we can find anything on all our family that we missed in any of these documents or anything we have?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I could start, counting a couple people, seeing if they've even heard word around of, seeing these guys. I mean, they all typically have that tattoo on them, so.
What
We
about
should
you?
also consider going through the data we already have and seeing if there's any names that we missed or any names that we know haven't gotten picked up by NCPD.
Or we didn't open any files or anything. And then I can see if any of my connections know anything, if they have any little trying to buy something or sell something.
Hey,
First things first, we should determine the number of them that are still running around.
That's true.
Hey, what about that? What was that place? We had a place out in the Badlands. We have found a piece of paper that had a location on it. They couldn't. That couldn't be something where they have something. Is it?
Yeah, we need to check out that coordinations. What is that?
Oof, good memory.
Yeah, we just picked that up. And I was wondering, Phoenix, could you maybe call around and see if they're actually in town? Then they'd have to have these people hidden away in like a warehouse. Somebody would have had to have seen some tricked out Nomad vehicles coming in and out somewhere if they'd grabbed those. Those are kind of conspicuous in town.
It's kind of hard not to pick a Nomad in traffic here.
Yeah, I mean, that's more your line of work, Phoenix.
Yeah, I could just see if any of our little neighborhood has it. Have any of the gangs are hanging around. See if they bought any supplies.
See if there's there's rumors about any sightings of any around town.
Does that mean her sister's gone too? I need a new netrunner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could do a rumor.
We might could also talk to those. Yeah,
we can hear you, Jamie.
We can hear you. But we can't see you.
Amy?
Are you there, Jamie?
No, Jamie.
Oh.
Hey.
There we go. Now we got you. Yay! Welcome back.
Okay, y'all can hear me?
It happens sometimes. We've had plenty of digital glitches. Don't even stress it.
We're kind of used to it.
I know it happens every stream. At least somebody has to get fucked up by Discord,
Like
or
detected
OBS.
new videos thing, and then all of a sudden it just took me out of the video. Like, what's going on?
What's funny too is sometimes before I stream, I'll boot up and it'll be like an automatic Windows update, or like OBS or something else will have some type of major update that'll like glitch other things if I don't. I'm like, oh, great timing! Like right when I'm getting ready to hit live. So shit happens. Don't even stress it. If it happens again, we'll role play like we did and just get back as soon as you can, and we'll keep going. Thanks for everybody in chat hanging. But yeah, the team, it sounds like you all have some options here. Kira's unfortunately a bit in the dark. She knows her family, her pack, who they are, what they're up to, all that stuff. But, she has no idea even who took her or the family because she went through it. You rescued her. So she's kind of just there to help. But it's like you all are going to have to dig around, figure things out. But it sounds like you all had some options you all just kicked around, right? You have If there's any files or things you collected, by all means, you can dig through, see if there's any clues and stuff. If there's, you want to dig around any contacts that you have, hell yeah, that's exactly what the fixer and the media are great for. They're looking for rumors, hitting up their contacts, different things like that. Family stuff, netrunner stuff. You also have the new contact, Chief Reppin is kind of there for favors. He might have some info, but keeping in mind that Chief Reppin as a possible like lead or hookup or rumors or person, to hit up, that's a big one. You should use that sparingly. That's kind of a favor thing because, hitting him up for some info, who knows if you might need some backup or something bigger one day, soon. You never know. So he's kind of like that hookup you don't want to use too much. But either way, you get the point. Sounds like you have a bunch of options here. And you're all talking about it, kicking it around. Just let me know what y'all are thinking, where you want to start and stuff.
So we also got we have that whole group of scavengers that we made friends with, that we gave the old Orloff Hotel to. Those guys are out and about all the time. They may have seen something.
Let me let me see if anyone. Can I make a rumors roll?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's get to your. Oop, I'm not on the page there. Hold on, give me 1 second. Open up the book. Going to page 151. This is in the digital PDF. Anybody in chat watching that likes to follow along. Also, I appreciate anybody following along that has the rule book, because as we stream, there's always moments where we need help looking up things when we want to keep things moving forward. So by all means, contribute. But yeah, if you go on page 151, you got your rumor table here. Let's go with, what are you thinking? You want to hit up one of your contacts or something? Or what do you want to do?
Let me just, one of my, I'm sure I've...
You and Phoenix being, because you ranked up to rank 5 now too, like Phoenix recently, right? Yeah, so both of you kind of have similar upgraded contacts now that you can tap into, where it's a major city player, city politico, neighborhood celebrity. What I would love to do is both of you have the neighborhood celebrity alley cats as a hookup.
Just
because Phoenix hooked up her event at the Atlantis and that whole signature series. Like, that would be kind of cool. Plus, maybe in the future we could do a little crossover stream where, once in a while one of y'all can go over on that stream. Maybe we can grab Allie and bring her over here for a stream or something. That'd be a lot of fun. But
have fun.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
She wouldn't be a good contact for this at the moment, though. But maybe a major city player, a city politico. Let's say, like, maybe a guy named Marshall that does, he's a lobbyist for the city. Maybe that can be kind of a major city politico. Maybe a major city player. I don't know. Maybe a major city player. Maybe that could be some type of like, like a fixer style person or something. Maybe we can bring Kid in. Because I know Phoenix ranked up where she can start throwing night markets with the help of other fixers, and Kid's specialty is kind of that, is like, he's a man of information, but he hooks up random midnight markets and things in partnerships with other fixers. He's done it for Rush. Maybe in the future he's going to be doing it with Phoenix. Maybe he can be one of the major city players. He is a bit of a player in that sense too, all jokes aside. But yeah, you let me know what you're thinking. Are you thinking hitting up like a lobbyist, someone involved with more of the political side of it, or more of like a city player style like Kid? Or do you want to, you still have Pickles, who is kind of your bar hopping drunk ear to the ground. You got that dude too. I
was gonna say, let's maybe get
Pickles probably would have more of a Pickles might actually have more of a reliable source, considering he moves around a lot. Is in that kind of crowd.
Well, I was going to go back and forth, go with Kid and Pickles.
Okay.
Because Pickles kind of forgets a little bit of a delusion sometimes with his, drinking and things like that. So you got to kind of go in with it in between. But definitely got to talk to Kid, too, because he's definitely a high roller. And if I could smooch with him, that'd be a little bit.
All right.
Go both ways. Definitely get a hold of...
Can I put out a job posting for a new netrunner, by the way? Can I put out a job posting for a new netrunner?
Yes!
Wait, you still have...
Ellie's sister didn't go with her?
No,
I thought she went with her.
No. We'll say she stayed behind. Unless you want to get a new netrunner, new personality, new vibe. I can totally make a new one. But I was gonna say she stayed behind because she got less into the nomad lifestyle and more into net running and things, and didn't wasn't much help. They really needed Ellie because they're doing a family move, so it was like all hands on wheels sort of thing. I'm traveling unless you would enjoy a new vibed character where I could give a new personality, all that.
No,
I like her. I just thought I was under assumption she had left.
Me too.
Yeah, no, she's still here.
Emma.
Yeah, Emma's
We
still
trust
here.
her, so.
Exactly. She's been with us since the beginning. I'm not going to get rid of her. What? No.
Oh, yeah.
We don't fire good employees, I hear.
Emma's been great.
Yeah, and besides, Ellie said she might come back by. How would she feel if we just tossed her sister out? I mean,
Right?
So let's do Looper. If you're gonna hit up Kid, is that who you're gonna call?
Pickles.
Oh,
Pickles.
Pickles.
You want to do Pickles first or Kid first?
Let's set up Pickles. Let's get that out of the way.
Okay, let's do. Let me just look at this. It's transfer detailed. All right, yeah. So we're gonna do an active DV here. Why don't you give me your roll ability with the skill? It's going to be conversation or persuasion. I'll let you decide, conversation or persuasion. And depending on which one you pick is how I'm going to play Pickles when you call him.
Is that?
Don't roll it yet. Just tell me which you're going to use.
Let me go with persuasion.
Persuasion? Okay, cool. So yeah, call Pickles and, at least initiate that conversation of asking him about whatever you're going to be asking him about. Oh, and you got a +2 there from Jamie. Hey.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? Looper, what's up, man? You coming down, grab a drink? I'm at the hole, buddy.
Pickles. I'm on a bit of a time crunch here, okay?
Hey, what's up?
All right. Have you... The Orlovs, most of them went down.
Yeah, this one tastes watered down. Let me get a new one. I pay good money for drinks here every day.
Phoenix, I swear to God.
What's up? Looper, what's up?
Hey, listen, all right? What have you seen any more? Have you heard any more of any more Orlovs about town, or any hideouts they might be? Anyone has dealings with them still?
Man, I saw your article on that, man. Like, you took down the big Papa Bear there. Like, I don't want to get involved. That's
and I kept you out of harm's way in case you didn't notice.
Yeah,
nobody's knocking on your door.
All right, give me your persuasion with your roll ability.
All right, so that would be.
I haven't looked at the character sheet for media, but somewhere in there you should be able to roll instead of just your passive roll ability alone. You should be able to add it with a skill. If not, then just give me your
roll plus my
yeah,
roll
exactly
ability.
Yeah, and just add it as a modifier or something if you have to.
Seen that anywhere, and it's kind of
because if they're actively looking, you roll your stat plus relevant skill plus 1d10.
Oh, okay, there it is. Rolling that, and then plus a 5 would make that a 23.
Nice. Hold on one second. Yeah, I mean, I know you protected me, you kept me out of the fire, man. Like, look, okay, you didn't hear it from me, Kitty. He said, but I don't want to get involved because
Sorry, y'all.
you didn't clean up the whole family, man. You're right. There's at least some left, and apparently they're laying low, and they're laying in the underground, man. Like they're in Night City, just laying low, man. You didn't hear from me. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly, but I know that there's somewhere in the metro system, the old metro system, man. Like they're literally underground somewhere, but I don't know where. I honestly don't, man. Like I don't get around that much, you know.
The metro system that. Just hanging out like throughout, or is there a particular stop you heard them at, or?
I don't know, man. I know they're under there somewhere. They're under the city apparently, like hiding out. I don't know where, and it's a big fucking city, man. So I don't know, but I at least know that they're in the old metro system somewhere. You might have to just like, I don't know, man. Ask other people. Pickles doesn't know enough.
All right, thanks, man. And then he just hangs up on Pickles immediately.
All right, man. Next drink is on you. What? Hello?
Phoenix, I swear I hate dealing with that man. Kira, do you know anyone in your clan that maybe drives a train?
No. Why train?
Yeah, because we're apparently what he's getting word of is they might be hanging out down in the metro tunnels somewhere, some metro station somewhere in the city. Probably one of the ones that ain't functioning anymore. Or at least not any metro stations that anyone's publicly using.
That's interesting. Should we go ahead and give Kid a call, see if he heard anything?
Yeah, where would they be keeping the vehicles and stuff from her family?
I don't know. Maybe people, there's...
In a train cart.
Yeah, man, if they had like a... Maybe where all the trains were at before? The main station?
Did we work on those coordinates yet?
The drunkard didn't give me enough fucking details, man. That guy, oof. He's a mess.
At least he answered.
Yeah, at least he was still conscious enough to do that. I mean, it's still, pretty early.
I'm surprised he hadn't lost his agent. What are you talking about? I figured we'd have to drive down there.
Yeah, let's give Kid a call. You want to call him? You want me to call him? You go for that. I need to settle down now.
Well, you can work with them on the coordinates. You guys can click on that.
I don't do synth anymore, so
go cheer her on.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're going to rehab, or already did rehab?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, fun.
Well, tell Kid I said hello.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you can call. Yeah, you can call Kid if that's what you want to do. I was just looking for his token here. I was going to try to bring it up just so we can get a visual on Kid for anybody that's not familiar. One of the fixer NPCs. Also, a little sneak peek of information. I'll actually be playing Kid, his younger years, for the one shot this Friday for our charity event. But it's going to be his younger years. When he first got started, so we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, Phoenix, absolutely, you can give Kid a call. You call him up after just a few rings, he answers. Say, Phoenix, what's up?
Yeah, good. Quick question for you. We're looking for the Orloz family. Just a little bit of kind of left. We heard some little rumors that they're in the actually underneath the metro, hanging out like mole people. Do you heard anything about that?
Really? Yeah, give me, Phoenix, give me conversation. And don't forget, you have a +2. Let's see, did you roll it?
Oh, you rolled twice.
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, first one is 13. You just need to press it once.
I didn't even realize I hit it twice.
Yeah.
Good, because the second one's a critical failure.
Yeah, second one's even worse. Yeah, look. Phoenix, I don't want to get too involved with that. It's a sticky situation, and did y'all already take out that family? Aren't they all locked up and shit?
Hey, let's request that. Let's even think about the Orloz family. Have you seen any cars that just like randomly just they're stored anywhere, just ready for auction? I'm just looking for some cars that just been kind of be possessed and.
I see what you're doing here. Give me a persuasion. Yeah, I see what you're.
I tried getting him off my lap for the record. He would not go. Sorry.
He's fine. He's the new team. He's the new Team Veritas mascot. He wants to play.
Oh, I just saw him. Oh.
And he wants some of that camera time. But yeah, no,
Smile of the minute.
I see exactly what the fuck you're getting at here.
Technica.
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, like I'll tell you this. Okay. Look, you're very clever with your approach here. Like I don't want to fuck around with no Orlov family. So yeah, you're right. Let's look. We didn't even talk about the Orlov family, but I did hear that there's maybe a little stockpile of some vehicles and things that might be hitting the market soon. It's over at the old rail yard in the old combat zone, the old metro system rail yard. But look, you didn't hear from me that they're there, and if you're wondering why I'm not moving in to pick those up myself, it's because, I don't know, maybe there's a family or someone already kind of calling dibs on that shit, but I don't know, you didn't hear from me. So, hey, it was good talking to you, Phoenix. If you don't mind, I'm going to call this conversation done.
Later.
He hangs up.
Good.
Rail yard.
Yeah.
Oh, so where we thought.
But we gotta move quick. There's somebody already looking at those cars.
Huh.
So I think we need to go do some. What was that? Yes, we need to do a little recon.
Well, Kara, welcome to the Thunderdome. This is what we do. Do you mind driving out there? But, I mean, I don't know if that's
go recover my family's vehicles? Yeah, no, I don't mind at all.
I mean, I don't know how much of a choom guzzler that, a chew 2 guzzler that is, but...
Here, quick question, completely hypothetical. What's your standing on killing people?
If they mess with my family, they're gonna die.
Okay, awesome.
She did see.
Welcome to the family.
She saw the aftermath of when we rescued her, I believe.
Listen,
so I mean,
doesn't mean that she's down for doing things like that. I like to double check to see if they're comfortable doing things like that, because you never know.
Yeah, Kira, you've met our executor.
Yeah, she's more likely to pull out a pistol than a contract.
Wow. Okay.
Sounds like a great negotiating technique for me.
Yeah, hard negotiations right there.
See, this is what I get for agreeing to go on a date with Looper, because now I'm the butt of the joke when he was the butt of the joke before.
Phoenix just sitting back with her cup of tea, just laughing.
I feel like, okay, Phoenix, your next campaign. I was just going to say every campaign we're going to pick on a different player's character. Everyone's... That way, hey, equal opportunity bullying and picking on, right? We make fun of everyone just the same.
To be fair, Wolf was before Looper in the terms of being made fun of.
True.
All right, but yeah, hey, you have a ride now. You've got Kira and her bus. You're all able to kind of pack into that and head out into the city. Kid told Phoenix, yeah, it's the old rail yard for the old metro system in the old combat zone, which, I'm not even going to make you do a library search or any of that, because it would be totally easy to find that. It'd be just super simple of a roll, and, in no time, all of you bring up on your agents the old metro system map, layout, kind of see where it goes. And you see the old railroad system, the railway sort of park there in the old combat zone. It's on the edge of the old combat zone. Here, let me bring up the map. Bring up Night City map. And there we go. It's on the edge of the old combat zone in old Japantown, kind of on the San Moro Bay dock side. And it kind of would connect the old metro system, which would follow that US 16 for the most part, looping around the city, going district to district. But right in between those two, down right around here, is the old, we'll say right here even, that little nice square on that map, just because it's jetted out right there, is the old railway system. So you head over there, you make your way through the system, the city, and you get over there. You're about a block away. So just looking at this, there's pretty much one road into this, because this is kind of the dead end into where the railway would kind of intersect from both ends of the coming and going, where they would attach other carts and things. So leading up to it, you can see where it goes up, dead ends kind of into it. where the road kind of splits off. You even see an old neon sign advertisement there for some old brand of kibble that's no longer in distribution. This part of town is very outdated and old. But everybody give me a perception as you're approaching.
Could be worse. We could have sent that kibble.
True. Very true.
Huh. I've never tried that one.
Don't.
Okay, just don't.
Yeah, just don't.
Damn, look, Kira coming through. First roll of the team and stream with Kira. And she kills it. Nice 28. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, all of you are seeing exactly like I described. You know, it's the old railway system. It's the edge of the old combat zone. It's the, you know, think of the combat zone of combat zones, and even like more decrepit, older. The buildings are like rotting away. You see the old railway building like off to the side, you know, where it goes underground, furthering into the old combat zone, heading over into South Night City. On the left side, you see like more tunnels where it continues on into old Japantown. Further on, like if you were to drive up kind of in across the tracks, you can see like kind of a building, you know, with like a roof. It's just like an old tin roof, rusted, and not a lot of lighting here. It's very dark with some neons. That old kibble sign actually still has a neon on it. But Kira, in the driver's seat, more perceptive, maybe amped up, looking for her family. You know, one thing that she notices is as you're approaching, it kind of goes from combat zone where you're seeing like booster gangs walking around, shops, people living, things happening, miscreants, scavers, stuff. All of a sudden, it's just like nothing, like leading up into the railway yard, which, as you know, there's like virtually no places in Night City that have 0 people unless it's intentional. The team doesn't really pick up on this right away. Otherwise, I would say it reminds you of that spot, that intersection where the Orlovs were kind of doing trade-offs with Vice, where there was no people. It has that same eerie vibe. I know, Jamie, you've been watching streams, has that same eerie vibe, but no connection between that, obviously, because the team isn't noticing that part. But Kira absolutely noticing, like, it's an ear deadness to this part of the city, just nothing.
Getting awful quiet around here, guys.
This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Pause and back it up. Beep, beep, beep. I don't trust this.
Like, you know how you get to a place and it's like too quiet of an area? That's how I feel about here. It's almost too quiet around here.
Yeah, can we stealth any closer without getting spotted completely?
Can we blast some music?
I'm gonna say, moving forward, just so everyone knows in the team, anytime doing a stealth check driving up, it's actually going to give you a -2 if you're in Kira's van, if you're trying to be extra sneaky, unless it benefits you, like if you're in a situation with like brightly colored parade things going on, you know what I mean? So just keep in mind how that van looks if you're trying to drive up stealthily.
I was thinking we were going to park about a block back and then kind of walk up.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Park it if we can, find a parking spot for it.
Yeah. Put it beside of a building somewhere so it's fairly out of sight.
Yeah, you can do that. You pull it over, park it on the side. Kira, tell me about the van's security. I mean, is it typical vehicle in Night City, electric locks and all that, or is it very old school with just like standard old school locks, or how is it?
No, it's probably been set up with more electronic locks, but I wouldn't say it's not high-end security where it's finger touch to get inside at this time.
But it's at least modernized a little, nomad vehicle. Like they've got all the cool shit. Yeah.
Even though it's an older bus, it has more modern, but again, not the most modern security.
Yeah, no stress. Here, I'm going to bring it up on Roll20, the map here.
But it does need interface plugs to operate.
Okay, nice.
Can't operate it without interface.
Here you go, pulling up to the railway yard. Bring it up there on the map. I'm going to bring this up, do a little mini description, pull the tokens, and then we'll take our 5-minute bio break. But here, let me pull pull everyone over there. Give me 1 second.
As we're approaching the area, I would want to be looking through my scope to get more of a view from a distance, looking for people around up to 800 yards.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as you're approaching, you give me your perception. You're doing it with your scope.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that gives you any bonuses with that or anything, or just a normal, just getting at least a visual before you get there?
Yeah, it's just a.
Yeah, no bonuses, just a normal scope.
Infrared night vision scope.
Okay, yeah, just give me a perception.
Clearly.
Hey, Raven's got to head back to work. We'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in while you can. When you're on your break, tune back in.
Have a great day at work.
Fuck that. Tune in while working. If you're dedicated and you love us,
Absolutely.
If you love us, you will watch while working. You will risk getting fired for this. Wow.
My job is temporary. Cyberpunk's forever.
Did it roll?
Yeah, that's perfect. So yeah, as you're approaching, you can see through the targeting scope some getting a little extra visual with the team. It's cleared out. You see like old metro trains there that have long been gutted and rusted and just corroded by the weather. You can see like the tunnels heading off, in one direction, heading off in another, like going into the different parts of the city. You see across the way the old storage building that again has been gutted out. Can't really, it's clear on the other side. Can't get a lot of detail other than that there's a building over there. There's the tunnels going both ways. The carts are all there. But Wolf, one thing you do notice, that roll was great, and Kira, even as approaching, still playing off of the original perception even, you do notice there's a lot of dead bodies around. Like if you take the time to look at this map as you're approaching, and maybe the others don't notice yet, Wolf can obviously point it out, but you'll see there's, just random bodies like that one, and let's see, I think there's one over here, and,
Wouldn't we be smelling it?
Some, you can smell some of them. Some of them seem old. Wolf, you can see some of them look fresh, but they're randomly everywhere, like just scattered around this railway yard. Some fresh, some old, some looking like scavers, some looking like booster gangs. You even see one that looks like it was like a worker or part of like a guard or something. Just random bodies scattered around the railway. Yeah.
I want to look around and see if I see any security system stuff, like some kind of auto turret, or maybe like a place where a sniper would be, or anything like that, or maybe a security robot or something wandering.
Sure. Give me your stealth. Your stealth as you approach. You'll have to get a closer look. This is what you see already with your perception and looking. But if you're all approaching stealthily, everyone give me a stealth. Unless you want to do a group stealth check, which might be safer. Which in case you have one person lead, and then everyone else can kind of be the assist.
That would be safer. I'll clumsy
Well,
everybody.
we're already rolling.
Not
bad.
These are good rolls.
Wow.
Not me.
Phoenix, you're like
Phoenix, you
super
killed
quiet.
it. What do you mean?
Wow. You're knocking it out of the park. 24.
Christina.
Oh, there it is.
24 plus 7, I think.
Yeah, we don't even know you're here.
Yeah.
She just went rogue. She just went full invisible and just left.
Oh, yeah.
That's
the
great.
lowest is a 14. Yeah.
Like I'm inside.
Yeah, that was a great roll. All of you stealthily get right up. We'll say up next to that neon sort of advertising. All of you can control your tokens if you want to get up next to this train. We'll say you get up to the train using it as cover, still kind of looking over the entire railway yard. And it's like I said, bodies scattered everywhere. And now, Wolf in particular, since you're looking for some type of turret or weapon or things like that, Wolf, give me a perception, since that's what you're looking out for. And then Looper, what was that?
I was wanting to look for any tracks or heavy-duty truck tracks and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me you give me a perception looking for that, Kira, and
Can I
then
use my tracking.
oh yeah, definitely use tracking. And then Cynthia, Looper, and Phoenix. If all three of you want to give me deduction, I'll take that right now. Unless there was something you want to look for in using perception or anything else you want to do.
I'm gonna use my deduction. I barely get to use it, so I'm excited.
I know. Same.
Yeah.
Where is that? That's in education skills, right?
Yes, I think it is. Hold on. Let me double check.
The load.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
It's under education.
Yeah, it's under education. Got it right.
Oh, there it is.
16 tracking.
20 perception.
13.
Nice. Yeah, you're so let's start here. Wolf, looking around with your perception, yeah, you don't see a turret, you don't see a sniper, you don't see any high caliber weapons or anything set up, just more scattered bodies here and there. Kira, with your tracking, looking around, you do notice some tracks going in a couple directions. Some heavy footwork over here by the building across the yard, going in and out of it, which has basically some huge garage doors and some open doors. Some of them are corroded and busted open, but it's so dark you can't really see in there. But there's lots of footwork and tracking coming and going from there, and also going into and out of this tunnel down here, like heading into like the old Japantown area. Oh, sorry, no, this one heading further into South Night City. Sorry, I had that backwards. So you see heavy tracking kind of going to and from this tunnel up here, heading in the South Night City direction, and over to the building across the yard, kind of in and out of those two. And Wolf doesn't see anything, but trying to... wait, did I get... Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, as far as deduction, both Looper and Cynthia, while Wolf's looking around and saying, hey, I don't see any turrets or high caliber weapons, snipers, anything, Cynthia and Looper, you notice on the bodies, like, all the dead bodies have, like, big fucking wounds. Like, it's definitely a high caliber weapon, like a sniper turret, something like... Wolf doesn't see anything, but you can deduce that, like, every single one of these bodies has been hit by, like, a 50 cal or sniper rifle or turret or something pretty big. And it's right here that we'll take our 5-minute bio break. I'm going to leave the mics hot so the team can discuss this sort of stuff, and if chat wants to contribute ideas, hell yeah, go for it. We'll be right back. Don't anybody go anywhere. Just a quick 5-minute break. Mics are hot, don't forget.
We registered a... Did you register anything like turrets or security things?
Nah, I don't see anything, and I'm pretty confident that they would have to be pretty well hidden.
That or it was a drive-through. Like someone went driving through the tracks.
My educated guess would be there's a sniper. There's a guard sniper.
I'm seeing tracks heading in and out of that building.
Yeah, whatever it was,
Sorry, go ahead.
Whatever it was, probably went out that exit, the train tracks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying it's likely that someone's able to access a building in and out, and has been basically... My assumption would be going in to refill an ammo, coming back up, and being posted somewhere around. So let's take a look around the rooftops or any high point areas and see if we can find anything up there.
Yeah, I checked that.
Scan anything. You did?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Did.
Yeah, I thought there might be a sniper up there. That's exactly what I was... I don't know. Maybe they are down in the tunnel down there. And
weird to see, but it'd be a good place to hide.
Well, yeah, let me...
Suggested in chat.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go look down in the tunnel, because I got UV night vision. I should be able to see in there.
Yeah, I can hurry up my ears and try to get closer to here.
There's first aid, and don't miss the +2. Thank you, but thank you very much for the +2, by the way.
Sweet, the other one from earlier too. I don't think was ever used.
Saw that. Yeah, we haven't used that yet either. So we have 2 +2s we can use so far.
Hey Jamie, we're not supposed to give ourselves +2s, by the way.
I feel like you can give one to the team as a whole and just not use it yourself, type of deal.
I wasn't going to use it. I was shooting for y'all.
Yeah. Because I thought about that too. Jamie, I've thought about that too, where I wanted to give +2, but I was like, what if I give +2 and then someone thinks I'm using that +2? And it's like, I don't want to use it. I just want to be able to provide it for the team.
Yeah, I don't know what Rob said about us. I know he said that they can't do it in like the Sirenscape stream, but
Ask
I
him
guess
when he gets back and see what his
yeah,
rolling is on it.
probably
He is a
ask.
GM after all. I say we have to figure this out before we even take a step into that thing, because like,
I don't want to get shot.
Whatever gunshot wounds are killing these people is clearly a one-shot kill.
Yeah, we need to throw a body over there. Like, throw an object to see if it, like, hits it.
Yeet.
Just
Yeah, I
chuck
wonder
an
if-
arm.
No, because
Chuck a shoe
I
an arm.
absolutely would help you. I would absolutely help you just like, see what happens.
Maybe not draw any attention. Maybe we can go down to this one train leads all along this side. Maybe we can go down this train that we're at right now and sneak along and look in these tunnels down. And look in
not be
those
a bad
tunnels up
idea.
there.
Might not be a bad idea, or we can use the actual trains themselves and like go in them,
Yeah.
kind of like hopscotch our way across.
Yeah, but if we go up here and look around, see where my token is up here, go up that way and look around.
I'm with that.
Yeah, I mean, I do have UV low light, so if there's somebody up there that might be sniping people, I should be able to see them, even if we can't see them from here. Well, I might be able to see them from here if I look.
Yeah, I can do an audio
wish-
sweep.
Wish I could do a much more detailed perception check to see which direction the bodies are falling from.
Oh yeah, which way they're all laying.
Yeah. I think we may need to get closer to tell that.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm worried about though, because if I got closer, then
you're gonna
Yeah.
go hit.
shot too.
That's-
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, let me tell Rob about I have UV, so maybe we can look up into the tunnel specifically.
Right.
Don't think we saw
Turn to
anything
BRB.
over at that thing there.
Return to BRB. Talk to Looper Philomen.
So I think Looper, we're going to kind of go up here and look in these tunnels. I have low light UV, so I can look in there into the dark. We can probably see it if I move up and across right there. Across
Yeah,
to
I
this
can-
point right, like right. I'm right. Well, I can't get my thing to yet, but
But-
if I kind of go look around this corner right here, yeah.
Up like that? Up there?
Yep.
Oh, you're down. Oh, going down there.
No. That's where I was. I wasn't going to move while we weren't live.
Yeah, wait. Now I can't.
yeah.
I can't tell which one is you and which one is.
Yeah, I have I don't have a little token thing. I don't know how to change it.
So you're the top one.
I'm the bottom one.
This one's
There,
me.
there me is. I moved up there.
Now we're confused. What?
Two of them.
I'm
Bill.
not helping. I'm the one in between the train here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to go check out all the tunnels.
Yeah, I heard that you guys were thinking. Yeah, there's probably a sniper up there.
There's got to be
Somewhere.
something somewhere. I mean, that looks like a.
All these,
I
high
have-
caliber rounds.
Yeah, I have a 50 cal sniper rifle, and that does look like sniper rifle rounds from what you said.
I have a pneumatic bolt gun, sniper gun I can use.
And so
Nice.
let's
I have
just
a grapple gun.
I have that
grapple gun.
too.
Grapple gun, yeah. I'm gonna grab a drink before we start back.
Okay. I'll be back too.
I'm gonna keep eating dinner. So how did you like my character reveal?
I loved that. That was awesome. Like, oh, it's great. I interviewed her.
Yeah, it was my So originally, I had built the character as my backup in my other campaign in case the character died. I had a backup character, and then when I got on the Patreon. I was like, oh, I can give this one to Rob to use as a character.
No, that works awesomely.
You know, when I decided I was going to join the game, I was like, I think I'm just going to play the character and he'll rescued. Plus the idea of driving y'all around in a big ass 70s hippie bus.
Yeah, the only thing that would make that better was if it was a VW micro bus with a camper top.
Just need to get a big magnetic sign and you can put a Veritas logo up on the side when needed.
We could just spray paint that in.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard Jamie. I was saying that image of the bus. I love that it's just a plain black and white because we could maybe get the.
Yeah, I haven't got my. I'm gonna get my niece to draw it up and
oh, nice.
Do the art on it. So
the nomad in the campaign I'm running, he has a van and it's painted with like a type of like LEDs that he can like program to change different colors.
Hell yeah.
You know, I can program in like designs and stuff on the side of it.
That's what Val's original team. Remember, Val, you guys had the van and Team Nameless like 2 years ago when we first started streaming, and Val's team took a van and they got custom this new nano paint that I invented, where it was like this. They could change the pattern and color of the paint. You know, it's like chem skin style. And yeah, so they could only program. It would hold up to like 2 or 3 presets depending on which they paid for. I can't remember, Val, but they had one of them set to where like it would look like a normal delivery truck if they wanted to pretend to be like getting into corporate events and stuff. Then they would have one where they'd switch it and it would look like it was all rusted and beat up with bullet holes like for combat zone, so they could just disappear in the combat zone with all the other beat up vans and shit. Like,
that's exactly what we do with it. Yeah. That is exactly what we do with it.
Except for him, he needs like some prep time to like program like what it has to look like. There has to be some little bit of prep time. Is.
Oh yeah, make a netrunner have to log in and fuck with it. All right, cool. Let's get back if we're all ready.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we're officially back. Everybody can see us, and well, they could already hear us. Now they can, I guess, hear us and see us at the same time, which is always fun.
Yeah, they might have heard our whole plan then.
Yeah, oh, and I didn't see that earlier, but PWB rewarded a +2. So you have that. So you have a couple +2s, don't forget. But yeah, why don't you fill in the Game Master with the team plan? You're all kind of posted up on the other side of that rusted out, gutted train. And it's like I described, dead bodies everywhere. Kira can see some tracks leading in and out of that structure across the rail yard into one of the tunnels. The far south tunnel on the, I guess that would be the west side, the north side. Technically, that would be the south side, technically, if you were to turn it where it would be. But anyways, regardless, over there on the right, from where your characters are looking, let's make it more confusing. So yeah, she sees the tracks, and Wolf, you're seeing the bodies, but you weren't able to figure out where it's coming from, as Cynthia and Looper kind of figure out like it's definitely some type of high caliber weapon doing this.
Yeah, so, I wanted to remind you, I have low light UV vision, so I wanted to look up into the tunnel and see if I can see anyone up in there.
Yeah, you're not seeing any in this tunnel right here, this first tunnel.
Are there any bodies that are, pretty close nearby that I could search, see if there's any identifying information to see who these people might be that are getting shot down, possibly?
Let's see. Yeah, there's a body right here on the other side. This female holding a bottle. Looks like she was shot in the chest, completely just open, high caliber. You can go check her out.
Right. Would that be a conceal reveal?
Yeah.
Please be careful.
General conceal reveal, just searching her.
Hey, Rob, were you clicking on the map?
I can't. I did earlier. Why?
I can't see when you're clicking on the map.
You can't see?
Yeah, I can't see where you're clicking at.
Oh, right here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, when I click it and I make it large, can you see that? The large body?
Yeah.
No. I can see
It
the
looks
click
like a
there.
bug.
Okay.
I can see it.
Oh yeah, I can see something that looks like a kind of looks like a bug. Let me zoom in a bit.
But it does. But it doesn't get large when I make it large by clicking it and clicking Z like that. You don't see it large when I enlarge
No,
it.
it looks the same size.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good. You can see it on stream. It got real big, but maybe in Roll20 it doesn't for you. But yeah, if you click on it and click Z, it might get large for you as well. But regardless, there's a body there, shot in the chest by a high caliber weapon, and you search her. I mean, that's a great conceal reveal. I mean, not that there's much hidden here or anything like that, but the body doesn't seem like it's been looted. It seems fairly fresh, and you can see that she has some gang colors on her. Nothing that you're recognizing just at face value, but you do see, like, she's got like a bandana. She has like the same color tattoo matching the same color of the bandana. It doesn't take a lot to figure out. She's probably part of some booster gang. She also has 20 eddies on her. Oh, and a low quality heavy pistol.
Okay, while he's doing that, I want to make my way around here and go look in these. And I'm keeping an eye out all around for someone to take a pot shot at me.
Can I use my hearing to see if I hear any chatter anywhere around us?
Yeah, give me a perception. And what's Cynthia doing? While Looper's checking out the body, Wolf is walking over to the tunnel. Phoenix is listening out. What is Cynthia doing?
Let's see. This is probably just trying to keep an eye out, see if she sees any movement above or below, or hears anything.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me a perception as well. Like you can listen out with Phoenix right there, just kind of using your audio suites. And yeah, PWB, yeah, that body Looper went through is still a little bit warm, fairly fresh. What's Kira doing while the rest of the team is doing all this?
I would want to be looking through the scope on the weapon, looking at the other bodies and see if I can get an idea of, are they being shot from the same spot, and kind of see if I can figure out where they might have been being shot at from.
Nice. Yeah, you can give me another deduction. This will be trying to deduce angles and figure that sort of thing out. And if you don't want to, and listen to this, Kira, I got an option for you here. I'll take deduction. I'll also take shoulder arms.
Okay.
Since you're kind of looking at details on weapons sort of stuff. And what was that, Wolf? You said something?
Oh, no, that was me. I was going to say, while I'm looking at this body, can I tell how many times she's been shot?
One time in the chest. Huge shot, took her out.
Guys, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, and Kira, yeah, that's a great roll. Let me get over to Cynthia and Phoenix. Yeah, you're not hearing anything. Just to get back, so Looper's going through the body. Wolf's walking over to the tunnel. Phoenix, Cynthia, as you're kind of listening out, you're just hearing city sounds, with the occasional like water sound, since you're kind of dockside of the old combat zone. But yeah, nothing revealing in the audio sense of perception. And right as Kira is checking out the bodies, yeah, you notice, Kira, that it seems like this high caliber shot is coming from dockside, water side. It's coming from the direction of that structure across the rail yard. All the shots seem to be coming from that direction. You definitely deduce that. And right as you figure that out, Wolf, you hear a shot go off as you're walking over to that tunnel. And let me just get a distance here. 51. Yeah, just as you're walking over and you know, as you pass the edge of the train to look down that tunnel to check it out with your infrared and night vision, you hear a crackling sound just break the silence in the air as a shot goes off. I mean, but in the split second, you recognize it as a high caliber sort of sniper rifle. You get hit with a slug. It just hits your body. Unless, do you have reflex 8 or higher?
Yep.
Oh, give me your evasion. Sorry about that.
I shot dodge.
Yeah, and that split second of hearing the air crack from the high caliber weapon, your reflexes kick in quick enough to give you a chance to evade.
18.
And it's not enough. Yeah, the shot rains through and hits your body.
If they weren't trying to kill us, I would definitely try to hire them.
Just 14 points of damage, not a lot at all. Not very high rolls on my part, but the shot was definitely, you know, woke you up a bit as you're looking down this tunnel and you realize it's coming from your left side. You try to dodge it, but it's just not enough as it just hits your body. 14 points of damage. Don't forget, reduce your SP by 1.
And 11. 3 points.
Yeah, and we'll say, Kira, just the timing of that, and since you were actually looking for that in particular, we'll say that it's right then that you notice some type of gunman over here. If you look at the roof of the building, here, I'll put him in the center there. You see the roof? You see some type of a person. Yeah, right there on the corner of the roof, you see like the flash of a muzzle or something. As that it just flashes and goes off, and then you hear Wolf kind of yell out over by the tunnel. And why don't we do this? Let me get initiative going just for the, you know, we've entered a sticky situation here. Oops. Everybody, make sure you click your token first, and then click initiative. So highlight your token, then click initiative. Yeah, it's on. I think under combat, right at the top, right? Hey, Deoloth. Hopefully, I'm not saying that name wrong. Deoloth or Deoloth? Let me know in chat.
That's a -2.
That's a -2. That helps the GM, unless he was meaning to give a +2 to the team and hit -2 by mistake. Let us know in chat.
How do I roll initiative?
Go to your character sheet.
First of all, I'm in the wrong thing.
It's in combat.
Yeah, if you open your character sheet and look at the tabs, you'll see combat.
Right above where it says
just scroll down a
weapons.
little bit.
In the map, you have to select your character with the select/move cursor. So it has that whole tree of stuff that comes out.
Oh yeah.
There you go to your, you can go into your menu when your character sheet and click initiative, and it should just pop up under your name. Shrinkage is a real thing.
Hey, there it is. Nice.
Yay!
Yeah,
All right,
too
cool.
much.
So hey, Wolf, the solo that you are, your reflexes kick in. You know, half a second too late, you did take the hit, but it was surprisingly, you know, from the other side of this yard. You're not sure exactly where, but it came from somewhere over there by that structure. As you take that hit, what do you do?
I am going to move forward to here. So I have cover and see if I can spot from here where it fired from.
Yeah, do that and give me a perception. Hey, and the sniper's getting a little bit of help here. That -2 is to help the sniper a bit. Let's make the situation a little sticky.
17.
Make it sticky.
Been betrayed.
Yeah, you can see now that there's a sniper on the roof. You can see like what Kira saw. You know, he must have been covered up earlier just looking out, but now he's like half popped up, and you can see like he's got some high caliber weapon. You know, slight movement, like he's looking in your direction.
All right, can I take a shot at him then?
Yeah, at the sake of streamlining some gameplay, let's do it. Yeah, normally it'd be a perception, you know, as an action, but Yeah, give me your.
Perception is my action.
No. Go ahead. I'm going to streamline this and let you take a shot. This is going to be strictly by distance, not evasion. This guy's not evasive like that. So that's like 38 meters roughly. What are you using?
Assault rifle.
Okay, 13. Just got to beat a DV 13.
So 19.
Oh, that says heavy pistol.
Oh, did I hit heavy pistol? Oops.
Well, we can take that if that's your same. Oh no, that would be handgun. So yeah, I need shoulder arms.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Yeah, sorry. Still a hit.
20.
Even better. Even better. Yeah, give me the damage.
Ooh, that's horrible. 10 damage, all twos.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Hey, it still hits him. It does a little bit of damage to this guy. Still does something.
All right, and then I'll duck back around the corner, away from him.
Sure. Over to Cynthia. You hear that shot crack off. You hear Wolf kind of yell out as you see him running across the yard and take a shot off himself. Kira's scoping out, mentioning someone's on the roof over there. Looper's digging through that body like, wait, what the fuck just happened? And you're standing there with Phoenix.
Okay. Phoenix and I are behind cover, correct? We're behind the train.
Yeah, you got everyone there is behind the train. Wolf was the only one that stepped out so far.
Okay.
And now he's behind a train too. Everyone's in cover right now. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get closer, guys. I'd say we move kind of in tandem.
Well, does any of these doors open?
You want me to do
open it?
fire? That's.
One more time?
Okay,
Does
so-
any of these train doors open? And what did you say, Luca?
Oh, nothing important.
She yells over to Looper, like, Looper, get behind cover. Dude, there's a sniper. Get behind cover. Stop digging in dead bodies.
Looper's
Weird
like,
gremlin man.
I got $20 though.
You weird gremlin man, please.
Shitty gun.
Does any of these doors open to this train?
And yeah, Phoenix, this train is old and gutted. This is one of the old metro systems. It's long been looted and gutted, and like all the doors, if not already open, you can open and climb through if you wanted to, or you could stay back behind it. You know, you can go through the train or around it, however you want. Yeah.
Give me a second to strategize real quick.
Yeah, and by all means, it's still Cynthia. It's still your turn. You know, I don't really take conversation as turn, like as long as it's not like a paragraph. You know. So, like, if you guys are, like, giving little ideas to each other, you absolutely can, but it's still Cynthia's turn.
Okay. We have to close the distance. The closer we get to him, the less likely he's going to be able to shoot any of us.
You want me next time, my next turn around, to throw down some suppression fire?
We're going to have to take turns doing it. So, basically, one or two of us are going to have to move while one of us throws suppression fire. So we can keep him distracted while the other one can get to cover.
Well, good
The
luck with
idea is
that.
we gotta get close up to him.
Phoenix is just sitting there fanning herself saying, good luck with that, because I don't got a gun.
Shit, I forgot you don't have a gun.
Come
Phoenix,
on.
oh my god.
Phoenix, you want this shitty gun?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to shoot a gun?
Oh, yeah, and everybody give me a perception check real quick while talking to Phoenix. Let me know if you get higher than 17.
We're the most chaotic group I've ever seen.
Oh, where is it?
Lost perception. There it is.
Not you, Phoenix.
I got an 18.
Yeah, Kira and Looper, both of you notice, Wolf and Cynthia don't notice, but Kira and Looper notice as Phoenix is waving her fan saying, I don't even have a gun. You notice her fan looks different than it normally does. It actually has some like hidden blades in it. Like she since last you saw her over the course of the break, she had her fan customized with some type of melee weapon that's concealable.
This
Well,
is
that
all
makes
I
sense.
need, my dear.
Looper
makes
just Looper looks back at the shitty gun he was offering her. He's like, you know what? Never mind. I might use this.
But yeah, Cynthia.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Wolf, you're gonna move first because you two do the heaviest damage. So I'm gonna put suppressing fire for you. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Do you want to hold your turn right before Wolf to do some suppressive fire for him?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, you have an automatic weapon?
Yeah, that's the thing to remember is suppressive fire. It takes you either need a submachine gun, a rifle, and you need that skill. Obviously helps. There's a specific skill for
Auto fire.
Auto fire. Thank you.
Yeah, it's auto fire.
So
Auto fire. Double check.
that's something to keep in mind. But hey, Cynthia came up with the idea. If anybody else does have a
No, I
submachine
can't
gun,
do
rifle,
I only have a heavy pistol.
or has auto fire, maybe they can do Cynthia's plan. Since she came up with it, maybe somebody else can act out on it. Or maybe nobody can. Maybe it's a great idea, but no one's skilled enough to kind of pull off that particular plan. Maybe you need a different plan.
I have a heavy pistol with no auto fire. I can't do it. Never mind.
Is there any guns lying around in any of these bodies?
I can give y'all suppression fire. Next time around, I can fire at him, and y'all can move forward on your turn, because he'll be occupied if he fails.
True, very true.
And all of y'all can move forward.
Kira offers up her gun to Phoenix. If you need it, I got the submachine gun you can use.
To me, I don't shoot guns.
And I would say Kira and Wolf, it's going to be up to you guys to lay down suppressing fire so we can get close enough. Once we get close enough, we can probably distract him long enough. You guys can get close enough to kind of help us deal more damage. But the closer we get, the better advantage we have, especially with someone who has a sniper rifle.
Okay, yeah, I can lay it down for y'all next turn, but y'all, whatever y'all want to do this turn.
I'm gonna be shooting from right where I'm at.
Okay, then what could you?
Wait. I would say Kira and Wolf need to alternate on their suppressive fire then.
I don't have the skill to do suppressive fire.
That's
I have
right.
the weapon. I don't have
The weapon,
the skill.
but not the skill.
Sorry, wait, can I ask an out-of-game question real quick? On Roll20, how do you use the ruler to see distance?
If you click on that ruler logo on the left there, right?
There it is.
If you hover over it, put no snapping. Otherwise, it'll snap to grid. Click no snapping, and then you can click one item and then drag it anywhere to see the distance.
Ah, cool. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But yeah, so it sounds like, okay, if Wolf has the auto fire and he wants to give some suppressive fire to try to force that guy under cover while everyone else moves, maybe Kira can hold her move to at least take a shot at the guy if the suppressive fire doesn't work, it sounds like. And in turn, Cynthia and Looper and Phoenix, if that's the plan to try to move on the guy, when they do that, all of you three or whoever's going to do that needs to hold their turn until Wolf is ready. Is that the plan I'm hearing?
Mm-hmm.
Guys all agree?
Yeah, the only move Phoenix is probably going to do, she's probably just going to hit some of her synth coke and pop her pop-up and just hang out right there. I can't do anything else. I don't shoot. I can stab. Throw that at me.
And you have a great move, though. You have you can close some distance probably better than most of the team, though. Is something to keep in mind. You might be able to get over there after a few turns.
That's true. And throw something. I can throw.
Well, even if you use melee or whatever, but you do have a great move skill. Don't forget that too.
I know. She can hustle.
Oh yeah, and Dola wondering if anybody has any grenades. Is that too conspicuous or?
That's what's gonna be my next question. Does
funny.
everyone have any like
I
flashbang?
thought we did. Maybe I have it.
I'm not carrying any. I know that.
We don't have any. I checked.
I can't any.
All right. Well, if that's the plan that you're doing, let's go for it. Everyone holds their turn, kind of posted up, waiting for Wolf to try to lay down some suppressive fire. Wolf, go for it.
Kira will take a shot first, though.
Oh, okay, yeah, Kira, go for it.
With my pneumatic sniper rifle.
Oh, you have your sniper rifle?
60 something. Yep.
Oh, nice. So you just got to get a what is it? 15 or higher? What's the distance there? Let me double check the distance.
Yeah, it should be. I think it's like a
15.
something.
Yeah, it's like the perfect distance for sniper. Both good and bad considering, right?
And
That's what I'm saying. We need to get closer.
Ooh, PWB just granted a critical injury to the players too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Okay, so that's a hit and it's a critical injury. That's great. Give me the damage.
Okay.
Thanks, PWB.
Yeah.
How do I roll damage on here?
Right next to your sniper rifle, that if you should have plugged in the damage. If not, if you forgot to plug it in, you can just manually do it. If you go,
Yeah, because I don't know how I'm doing everything on here yet. So,
yeah, no problem. Yeah, down at the
46.
Yeah, just for future reference, down at the bottom of the character sheet, you can plug in your weapons, and then you'll see where it says like damage, rate of fire, all that shit. But for now, go to all the way on the left side where that key is with the arrow and the ruler and the initiative order, all that shit all the way on the left.
Right.
And then click that dice symbol, the one that looks like the 20-sided die.
Right.
And then you can change it, to 46 or whatever you need.
18.
Perfect. 18 plus 5, so that's 22, right? Check my math, or 23? Yep. 23? Because it's a critical injury, so it's an extra 5 points of damage there.
Oh, cool.
Can I say, since we were holding our turns, that on my turn that my camera had popped up? I mean, I don't think that would be an action for it to just, because I think that was just my cyberware.
Yeah, you can pop it up while you're holding the turn. You pop it up as Kira takes this shot. Hey, thanks, Poop Peasant, for following. I love the name. If this was part of the Sirenscape dream, stream, I'd be like, everyone drink. Anybody that watches that stream is familiar with the ongoing ridiculousness over there. Okay, so yeah, the shot goes off, Kira. Excellent hit. It hits this sniper guy. You even from this distance see like a spray of blood into like the night sky. As he kind of like falls back, you see him kind of like fall backwards and yell out a little bit.
And you would have noticed that out of the pneumatic bolt gun was an arrow flying out and hitting him. It's not regular ammunition.
Nice.
Thanks to the 12 Days of Christmas DLC.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so everybody sees that shot go off as like you see that person, a direct hit from this high caliber weapon that Kira just shot off. And the lump of a being that you saw on the roof kind of like crumbles down in a spray of blood.
Jeez.
And then I probably would have moved a little back. I would have repositioned myself like maybe inside of this train car.
Sure.
Cut some cover.
Yeah, you do that, and Wolf, it's your turn. You were holding your turn to do some suppressive fire, but the person you were going to do that to just seemed to have crumbled down in a spray of blood. You can't tell, but you can see whatever was up there on the roof just kind of like crumbled down. You don't see anybody up there anymore, like a silhouette of a lump or anything. You saw like a spray, and it kind of went down.
Okay, well,
there's a lot of tracks near the building.
In that case, I'm going to just like move forward. And then hold right here to see if anyone pops up.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up there and hold, and yeah, give me a perception while you're posted up there. What's Cynthia doing?
Kira, I could absolutely kiss you right now, she yells, and then vaults kind of through the train over to a next spot over here. Pow.
Awesome.
Pretty sure it's within my move. Yeah.
Are we out of combat?
Oh yeah, and keep right now you're kind of out of combat. I'm just doing initiative order because it's still in that turn of Kira taking out that lumper. It appears he's not in the picture right now.
All right.
But also keep in mind, anybody using your move stat, you can go 2 times your move as a run, since you're not really doing other actions right now, just to streamline things a bit. But yeah, what's Looper doing?
Make it over there.
Looper is just like still just like he looks at like Phoenix is like, I got that shot on foot. I got that shot. Anyway, and he starts climbing like through like the over the train coupling there, making his way over to where like Cynthia is, or actually no, since we can move straight across, I'm gonna without that there with my run. Okay. Yeah, but as he crosses that coupling and makes his way over there, he's just like, all right, mind your P's and Q's, everybody. We're rolling.
Yeah, and as you're making your way over to that building where that guy was, going back to Wolf and that perception roll that he had a little bit earlier, that amazing perception roll of 22, by the way, everyone should make note of. Yeah, you could tell this tunnel right here, where Kira was pointing out the tracks coming and going from this building, and also down that tunnel. You can see far, like where the tunnel goes off just into pitch darkness, but way off down the tunnel, you can see like a faint, like light, like a slight blue, as the tunnel kind of curves to the right, like where it would normally like go off into South Night City. But there's a little bit of light coming down from that tunnel, which the other ones did not have. Where you see the path coming and stuff.
Hey, watch out for this tunnel. There might be somebody up there. I don't see anyone hiding in the dark in there, do I?
No, just darkness down all the way at the end, a faint light.
Yeah, I see a light up this tunnel.
Yeah, I think we might have incoming, guys.
That might be just where they're at. It doesn't appear to be getting any closer, does it?
No, it looks like it's stationary, you know? It looks like just a still blue light. Yeah, and what's Phoenix doing while all this is going on and Wolf mentions and everyone's making their way over towards that structure, and what's Phoenix doing?
Do I do my sip cove now, or did I already do it?
You already did it, yeah.
Okay, so accent disappears. So she's gonna run over here, I'll hype her up in with her pop-up, and she's gonna run over by Cynthia, but I saw a dead body, so I kind of nonchalantly go and check it to see who they are. So, here's my little... Still looking around, trying to stay hunched down and looking at this body over here.
Yeah, you check out this body, and it's another sort of booster ganger looking person. This one looks a bit older. Looks like it might have been there for maybe a couple weeks. It's hard to tell. Yeah, give me a conceal reveal.
Second.
Yeah, PWB says, see if the tracks are vibrating. If so, there might be a train.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure it wasn't getting closer.
It's like afraid I should get off these tracks.
Yeah, because
in real life,
we're standing on them.
Yeah.
In real life, don't touch train tracks in real life. It's not a great idea.
Third rail, man.
Yeah, and this body has some type of like blade, like not a katana, but some type of like a machete. She also had a submachine gun and a cred stick with 5 credits on it, and an agent. She had an agent too.
I put that in my pocket too. I was like, we'll deal with this agent later. And I have the machine gun up. I was like, who wants this submachine gun?
I will take that, please. Yes.
Oh, okay, here's Cynthia. So hand it over to her. Just move it on over to her. Go.
I may be bougie, but I do like a good burnt.
I like my blades. I got a nice little blade over here.
See, that's why we work well together. You slice them, I shoot them up. I leave holes, you poke them.
There we go.
I shoot them too, just with this.
That's the last time you hit somebody.
Charlie.
Fair.
And yeah, you're out of initiative order now. There's no one shooting at you currently or anything like that. So as you're making your way across, feel free to just tell me what everyone is doing, and if you we can kind of streamline if you're all making your way over to that structure or whatever. Just everyone fill me in.
I'm going to the bodies.
Yeah. I'm making my way over to the building.
I'm gonna check out this body, see if there's anything else on them.
Just to give us a kind of an idea.
Yeah, maybe get a little, get some good footage of, Hey,
I'm actually gonna go with Wolf, and I'm guessing Wolf is gonna go check out the body.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go check it out with him. Need to use like athletics skill to go on the roof or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, then Wolf, Cynthia, you two are going over into the structure to check on the body or whoever was shooting at you. What's Kira doing?
I have the sniper gun rifle ready, and I'm scanning the building and keeping an eye down the tunnel.
Okay. Yeah, and
anyone coming in.
Yeah, holding your action, checking out between the tunnel and the building. And then Phoenix and Looper looting the bodies and videotaping them. As you're going through all the bodies, yeah, you see like, a couple other booster gangers, a couple scavvers. It looks like some type of like worker, either a city worker, maybe someone from a local mechanic shop or something. Just like random citizens of Night City that you would see in the old combat zone. But all of them are dead. All the booster gangers, scavvers, everyone's been shot by this sniper apparently. Some a couple weeks, some a couple days, some fairly fresh. Between all of the bodies, we'll say you gather another like 56 eddies total. So if you want to keep like a pool money for the team or the home base or something, whoever's keeping track of that, let the rest of the team know.
I got it.
Okay. So Looper will keep that. So yeah, you found that, and then you found, one of them had like a crowbar. A couple others had some weapons, like a very heavy pistol. One of them had a rifle. Other than that, not much else. Just kind of normal people. You find another agent.
Grab that agent too.
And then random stuff that are just aren't really worth anything, like a magazine, a scream sheet, stuff like that.
I laugh and I tell him I want.
You never know when that stuff might come in handy.
Yeah,
I'll take the crowbar too, and I'll just hook it under and just like swinging it around like.
Yeah, you can take that. You also were lucky enough, Phoenix. You find an 8-ball of synth coke on one of the booster gangers.
Oh shit!
So you got a little bit more synth coke there for you.
An 8-ball needed it.
Doses is that?
Phoenix, you guys are searching bodies right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
And then Cynthia and Wolf, you make your way into the structure, and as you go in through the one of the open garage doors, you can get a better view of it, Wolf, especially with your infrared and stuff. But it's dark in there, but you do see a bunch of vehicles in there. A lot of them have tarps and things over them, but you can definitely see some vehicles, and compared to like all the other structures and just piles of garbage and decrepit, condemned walls and things, these tarps and things aren't covered in debris and dust, You can also see on the far end, kind of like a catwalk stairwell going up to what used to go around to the top of this warehouse, which is all broken off, but the part that goes up to an opening in the roof. And you can see like a shadow of somebody or something up there. It's in the direction of where you saw that guy shooting from. It's not moving, but you can see that there's somebody up there.
Yeah, still have my gun out, but go ahead and move up there.
Same. I'm gonna see if I can get up there too.
Okay. What's Looper, Phoenix? You get done looting the bodies. It takes you a bit of time. It's going to take you a little bit longer to do that than it would take Cynthia and Wolf to get up there. But when you get done looting all the bodies and such, what are you two going to do?
Man, Cynthia, remind me to have you find me some nasal filters if we're going to be sniffing corpses. It's making me sick. Hey, do you guys find anything up there?
Yeah, we're going checking it out now.
You want to follow them? You two want to follow? I mean...
Well, we gotta see what's going on down here. Make sure nobody comes out of those tunnels. So I'm just gonna hide over.
Kira's continuing to keep an eye down the tunnels with the gun ready.
I'm gonna keep a low profile over here.
Looper is he's gonna try to climb up top of this train here so he can get a good vantage point of maybe down that tunnel, or them up on the roof if he needs to. I don't know if he has to pass any sort of check for that. I do have a grapple gun.
Yeah, well, if you have a grapple gun, you can easily get up there. Otherwise, I would make you do an athletics check. It'd be an easy 9, but just to see if you fall. But with a grapple gun, I mean, you don't even have to. You can easily just grapple right up there, unless you want to do it for fun.
Yeah, do it for fun. Let's see if I'll try to climb once, and then if I fail, then I'll use the grapple gun.
When don't you want to roll dice? I mean, any opportunity, I would want to roll dice. So hell yeah. Nice, and you do it, and it looks good while you're doing it because you got well above what you needed. So yeah, you grapple gun up, even do a little somersault up there and start looking out. As you don't see anything, it's back to a still night. Just bodies laying around, city sounds. You see Kira kind of posted up, checking the tunnel of the building. She seems to be looking out. Phoenix posted up. And Wolf and Cynthia, both of you give me a perception as you're making your way up this catwalk stair.
All right.
You got it.
Nobody burp.
Nice. Wow, you guys both almost got this. Yeah. Both of you, as you're approaching, you can see as you're making your way up, you can see through the grating of this stair, there's a guy up there. He looks kind of crime family thug style, considering he's wearing, a monkey suit and shit, like straight up dark suit. You can see a sniper rifle. You can see some other things up there. But with that perception, aside from seeing that there is some type of guy up there, he's not moving, but you do hear struggled breathing. You hear struggled breathing, but you're approaching. You're almost up there.
Sounds like you got little.
All right.
Well, if you want to grab the sniper rifle, I first aid. I can try to take care of him.
You guys found someone?
Yeah, let me keep a gun on him. I'll grab the rifle, but let me keep a gun on him. He might try something anyway.
I was hoping you would.
If you guys
We gotta stabilize him though. He might have info.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys found someone, I'm gonna want to get this.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish that conversation. That's a good point Looper just mentioned to you as you're just about to get up there.
Yeah, keep him alive so we can question him later.
Oh. We don't say the T word out loud, but yes.
Question. I rephrased that.
Yeah, and you pop up to the top. Looper, Phoenix, what are you two doing? I know Kira's looking out, kind of keeping cover. Phoenix started to kind of look out and keep cover. Looper, you mentioned you're going to head up to where Cynthia and Wolf are?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll switch spots where Looper's coming down from that thing. I'll run over here and kind of stay, so if somebody comes out, I can, at least move, fight somebody. So I'm hiding over here now.
Okay. Yeah, you switch spots, get a little closer to that tunnel where Wolf noticed the light coming from, where Kira's kind of watching out for. And Cynthia and Wolf, you make it to the top just as you see Looper kind of coming in the building, just a little farther behind you all. But you make it up to the top to see this guy here. Let me bring up the image at least, because I do like this token. It's kind of very fitting for what it is. You can see it there in the stream. It got a little bigger. You can also zoom on him if you want. But very crime family-like, and you notice he has one of those light tattoos of the Orlov family, that sort of eagle and sickle. It's on his neck. It's lit, but it's half covered in blood as he's coughing up blood. You can see that shot that Kira did, the arrow bolt went all the way through his neck and is actually stuck in the back of the warehouse behind him. And he's kind of holding his neck. You can see a sniper rifle on the ground next to him, and he's just holding his neck, and it's just running blood like water, and he's coughing up blood, struggled breathing, and he just looks at you, both of you, as you come up, and he just looks terrified and starts speaking Russian. You can't understand what he's saying.
I'm not the man for this job. I know somebody who's man for the job, but I can do it. I can try to do it. We still have a +2, right?
Yeah, you do have a +2.
While he's speaking, I grab my agent, hit record, so I can be recording whatever he's saying in Russian. Because I can't speak it, but I'm pretty sure someone does.
I do.
Can I be hearing this conversation through our agents anyways? We all have it linked.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'll be able to hear it, but I'm holding it down so if you can hear it, if I can put it on the radio between us, then I'll be playing it. Don't you speak Russian, Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix speaks Russian.
And Kira.
And Kira.
Oh, and Kira does?
She is Russian.
Oh, that's right.
She's Russian and Japanese.
And she's closer, so she can run up there too.
Yeah, she hasn't really told us that she speaks Russian, but I know that Phoenix does. So I'm gonna hold the agent up so I'm recording, and so she can hear it, or both of them should be able to hear it.
Yeah,
I assume
you do
Kira's
that.
okay with us.
Yeah, you hold up the agent as Looper makes his way up, videotaping, and the guy's just saying something in Russian, and Phoenix, you can make it out. He's just cussing. He's just cussing. Fuck you, who are you? Fuck you. Just cuss word after cuss word. He just in between the gurgling blood, you can tell he's dying.
Do you translate this? What he's saying?
Oh, he's just pretty much cursing your eyes out. You ain't gonna get anything out of him.
Oh, it's like we're the people who killed the rest of your family, so you'll be joining them soon.
Please, we need information. Oh my goodness, guys.
All
Can
right.
we not go murder
See if
hobo?
he has anything.
Yeah.
Is anyone objected to me using a +2 to try and save him?
No, go ahead.
You can do that.
All right.
First
Yeah.
aid, we'll say 15.
Nice.
Oh, 20.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, you're able to.
You didn't even need it.
You're able to wrap his neck. And this normally, like on like a death save, he'd be unconscious on this, but he's kind of like on that borderline. So I'm kind of putting him at that borderline point where his HP was. So yeah, you wrap him up and he's conscious. He's not fully unconscious, none of that, but he's borderline. But you stabilize him. He's at least living. Who knows for how long? It's a very bad wound. But you've got him wrapped and he's holding it. And he's just he's still saying some shit in Russian. In Phoenix, you can hear him saying to them, still cussing and stuff. But as Cynthia's fixing him, he's just saying, "What the fuck? Why are you fixing? What fuck you? What are you doing? Why?" He's just confused.
Hey,
Cynthia, he doesn't really want you fixing him. He's confused, so he probably thinks you're gonna have to owe him or something. So keep fixing him.
Y'all need something
Hey,
to tie
Phoenix.
him up with?
What was that?
I got some zip ties on me. Phoenix, can you
Yeah.
can you come up here and chat with this guy? He might expire on us any second. I mean, Cynthia's done a great job patching him up, but he looks rough. So maybe you can question him.
I'm on my way.
I zip tie his hands and pick up the sniper rifle.
Yeah, and for streamlining this, so we don't have to go like turn for turn by move, stat, and distance. Phoenix makes her way up there with Looper. Looper, are you frozen? Is the video frozen? Can you hear us?
Oh, that was a good freeze.
That is a
They're
good
both
freeze.
frozen.
He's like holding the
Great
glasses.
shot.
Like he's not frozen. He's posing. He's just really good.
I think
Remember, their weather was going to get bad, so they're probably both frozen.
Yeah, their weather.
Yeah,
Oh, they both
of them
are.
frozen.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give him.
Hopefully, it's not a tornado.
Oh, don't say that.
I said, hopefully, it's not a tornado.
Yeah.
It might have knocked out their
okay.
power then. So.
Yeah.
It looks like they're restarting. Yeah, give them 1 second. Power jumped, internet restarting, he said. All right, we'll give them just a moment. Everyone in chat, just bear with us. Just a little video glitching. They're logging back in. Their internet cut out for a moment. So yeah, to streamline things, Phoenix makes her way up to that little tower bird's nest in the warehouse where Cynthia was able to stabilize this Orlov sniper guy. Wolf is standing over him with his weapon out. The guy is still kind of coughing up blood, but stabilized. He's not dead. Still cussing, still confused. What are you doing? Why would you save me? Fuck you. That's what you're hearing, Phoenix, as you approach. Looper is videoing it. He's standing there just scanning, videoing everything. Kira's posted up, still watching out his guard. And yeah, Kira, in the meantime, give me a perception while we wait for Cynthia and Looper to get back. Yeah, Dolith says in chat too, I think Kira has the best chance to get info out of the Russian. I think she would get a bonus because of the Russian ethnicity. I would give that. But if that bonus isn't enough in addition to persuasion or things that would be interrogative sort of skill, Phoenix might be better because Phoenix as a fixer is very good at that sort of shit. But I totally would give Kira a bonus for being Russian because Russians in the crime family who'd probably trust her a little bit more, at least talk to her possibly. I'd give her a bonus. 22 plus 4. Wow, that's great. Yeah, while you're looking out, you can see it's nothing coming or going. The area is dead, as I described earlier. No more booster gangers, no more sort of thugs and stuff. But down that tunnel where you see that sort of neon blue light that Wolf pointed out that he noticed earlier, you do at one moment see like a shadow move in the light, like nothing walking out into the tunnel or towards you or anything like that. But whatever is projecting that light down the tunnel, something must have walked in front of it or moved in front of it or something, you saw some type of movement down there.
So I would communicate that to the group going, we've got movement in the tunnel.
Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Our power jumped. Cut our
Yeah, no
internet.
stress.
That was probably the worst roll that could have ever happened.
Yeah, no stress.
Okay,
Shit
we're back.
happens. Just a little recap, everybody, just so you know. Phoenix made her way up into the tower. Looper, you're still videoing. The guy's like confused, still cussing, like, why are you saving me? What the fuck's going on? Still, you know, on knocking on death's door, but stabilized thanks to Cynthia. Wolf's got his gun on him, just, you know, waiting. But while you're all up there, and
I learned from a good friend how to do
but while Phoenix made her way up to help interrogate, the thing that you missed was Kira did a great perception check, just scoping out the area, and noticed way down that tunnel where that little blue light was that Wolf noticed earlier, there was like a little shadow that moved. So whatever's projecting that light or something must have moved in front of it. There's definitely some movement coming from way down that tunnel.
Can I tell how far down the tunnel appears to be? Movement, or
yeah, it's
the light at least.
It's hard to tell from here. It looks like it's at least like 50, 60 meters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's far.
That's not too far. That sounds like perfect range for a sniper gun.
Yeah. Yeah, if there was something out there actually popped out, that's perfect range for a sniper rifle. But yeah, you just see that shadow and, you know, flicker in the light that's at the end of the tunnel. But over to the warehouse, Phoenix, you finally make your way up, and it's like I described. You see a Wolf posted up over this guy that's bleeding out, wrapped up on his neck. Cynthia standing there, Looper videoing.
Is there anybody else here with you? How many people?
What the fuck? Fuck you! He's speaking in Russian to you, Phoenix, because you're speaking to him in Russian. He's like, what? Fuck you! Fuck you! What are you doing here? You're all fucked.
Well, you're more fucked than we are because you're bleeding out and we're trying to save you here. We're probably gonna patch you up and let you go, but you're being an asshole. And who else is down here? Is there more people?
He's like, fuck you! You shot me! And he spits some blood on you.
Ooh, so I took my popper and I just jab it into his shoulder.
Okay.
Don't spit on me.
Yeah, give me your melee. Yeah. Give me your damage.
Oh, where is it?
Five. Yeah, you stab him into his shoulder, and he just goes unconscious.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's completely unconscious. He's looks like he's about to die.
Ugh.
Did anybody get his agent out or take anything out of his pocket? Is it pulling it out and like cleaning it?
Maybe we can get Emma to crack this.
Yeah, just grab his agent and just. We're not gonna do anything with him. He's worthless. Worthless.
I think Naomi's having problems.
Oh, she got.
Yeah.
Oh, she's logged out.
Her computer's not.
If the video won't work, maybe she can just leave it audio. If she can hear us and we can hear her, and then I can shift. Oh, there she is.
Oh, there we go. Welcome back.
I left, it came back, and it came back on normally that time.
Nice.
I did it a couple times, actually.
Oh, yeah, no stress. But yeah, Phoenix, yeah, you could tell, he was about to die anyways. He was barely hanging on by an HP, and just that little stab in the shoulder kind of did him in.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
Pickpocketed him.
Hey.
He got some nice bleeding on.
Her face. He spit in her face. He spit blood in her face.
I was going to slap him. I want to slap one of them.
He has to know who that. He has to know who we are.
A good firm African American slap to the face would have done him right.
I mean,
He got a nice little pop to his
technically
face.
you still could, and he can't even evade it now.
Yeah, he's hanging on by a thread.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I'm gonna slap a dead body.
Grab his agent while you're down there.
And does he have any
maybe
jewelry
sorry,
that I can pocket off of him?
You guys
sorry,
can rob him after
Yeah,
I'm done. I just want to slap somebody.
Yeah, the only thing that this guy has on him, other than some like ramen noodle packs and like pre-packs that are set up here, is he has a disposable agent, and he has a sniper rifle, and then it looks like he has 16 ammo for the sniper rifle, like in an extra clip aside from what's in the rifle.
That guys.
I'll grab the
So
ammo.
who has
too.
shield arms and who wants a sniper rifle?
Even if we don't need them, we just grab it because I can always sell it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I've already got
Grab
it.
it.
I wanted a testimony, is what I
I do have
wanted.
a few hidden
Well-
compartments on my bus that really could use some guns to hide
In the midst of the bickering about the
There you
sniper
go.
rifle, just you see
Just grab it.
you see her hand rear back and just clap.
Oh.
Well, he's definitely dead now. If he wasn't,
Thanks for the more blood, Cynthia. It's splattered on me.
Listen.
and then the body
He's on the
rolls
way
down
out.
the roof and falls off.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I'm making it my mission at this point. Anyone that we find after this, I'm slapping each and every one of them at least once.
Can somebody grab
Deserve
that
it.
arrow?
Yeah,
Earned
I got the rifle and the ammo.
All right, we're just gonna make our way back down as I'm cleaning myself. Not very happy with this bit.
Yeah, and Kira said she's got some hidden compartments in her vehicle that could possibly store some weapons and
might
things. If
have
anyone
Two
caught that.
holsters and it can-
Nice. That's
I might have a
awesome.
personal
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no,
sounds good. I did keep my sniper rifle in Ellie's car, so I can put one in there.
It's true.
I do have a personal care pack. I'm gonna give it to Phoenix so she can clean herself up so she's not covered in blood.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
I did not bring mine.
It is my fault, low key, so it's only
Well,
fair.
the spit was, but you added to it.
I'm sorry. I wanted to slap it. First of all, you don't spit on women. Second of all,
Yeah, that's
Really?
what
you
I
deserve
said.
to
You
be
know.
slapped in the face.
She stabbed me. I didn't stop her. It was fine.
Well, it was a reflex. You can't stop it. Just kind of goes.
Maybe we should
Through
check
the tunnel.
out that tunnel. Let me get the scope out. I can look through the scope, and I have night vision. I assume I can see through it.
Are we 100% sure there is not a train coming through the tunnel?
It's not moving.
Yeah, I'm
Okay, it's just the light.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm guessing
Okay.
y'all would have told me about the vehicles that were in there, correct?
Yes.
I was waiting
I'm
for
pretty
someone
sure I
to
can add-
check
mention.
out the vehicles to make sure they're my family's vehicles.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
assume.
we gotta make our way back
they
down
are.
there.
You definitely can't outrun a train, so I'm not trying to go down that tunnel if there's a train on the end of it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take a
I-
scoop around the building, see if I can't find, anything lying around this structure that looks of interest here.
Yeah, you're not
Oh, we got you.
not seeing anything in this structure in particular, except for just all these vehicles kind of parked up, piled up, mounted up. Some up on bricks, some as were, all covered in tarps and things. But as you look around, the rest of you kind of go out towards the tunnel, and the ones that remained in there kind of searched around with Looper, and Kira maybe makes her way in there. Kira, do you have, and if not, don't feel obligated, but do you have like a list or an idea of the vehicles that your family might have? I know the book suggests things, and it would literally be everything in that chart because it is the family pool of vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely would have been more geared towards heavy trucks, pickup trucks, maybe another one or two school buses similar to the one I have. But there was also been cargo vehicles for transporting cargo along the West Coast for the courts and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. You even see some of the custom RVs. They even took that. So like, it's not just like the transport and cargo and working vehicles of the pack, but it's like literally they took like everyone's mobile homes and shit too. Like your entire family's stock is here. All of it, 100% of it is here.
Somebody's going to be hurting.
Oh, one of them already hurt. So, and you got that great
Good.
shot in on him.
Glad to hear. So yeah, these are definitely all of my family's vehicles. These vehicles all belong to my family.
And it's not hard to tell, Looper, as she's going through them. You would notice a lot of them have similar paint jobs and logos, and like, I would imagine, It's kind of a family vibe, maybe, or at least maybe there's a family emblem or something like that. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely there's probably some family emblems and stuff. Most of the vehicles are probably not as loud as mine, but yeah, definitely more folksy kind of thing.
I love that. Yeah, I like the idea that Kira isn't the only one that vibes like that. Like maybe she's the more extreme, like you said, has the vehicle fully done out like that. But I like the idea that like the whole clan and family is kind of vibed like that. It's really cool. But yeah, you see that they're all there. All the vehicles are here. Nothing else. No more people. It's just that fucking sniper kind of posted up. Looks like he's been taking out everybody that's been approaching over the past week or so.
Yeah, I bet they're up this tunnel, and if any of your family's left, they're probably up there with them being held. We should probably go check it out quietly.
Or at least part of them. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you guys, the likelihood of them keeping everybody in the same area is pretty slim.
Well,
see what they got.
It depends on how low their numbers are.
Yeah, they are running low, and
True.
They are in hiding.
They try to consolidate them, that's one thing, but either which way, I say we definitely go check it out. But
all their vehicles are here, so shall we head on in?
Let's head on in.
Yeah, let's go.
Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Also, side note, Jamie, I love your top.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's actually a
Really?
Yeah.
Does it have pockets?
No
Tell me it
pockets.
has pockets.
No pockets.
Damn.
Yes.
I don't ever make dresses with pockets.
Exactly. I've learned that.
Yeah, you guys can make your way down the tunnel. It's still like how Wolf saw it earlier, how Kira saw it, and those were such good perception rolls. No more movement. You see that lo-fi sort of blue neon way at the end of the tunnel where the tunnel curves. You can tell it opens up to some type of light or something. But no more movement since you last checked, and as you're looking down the tunnel about to enter and make your way. Why don't you guys tell me, this is just for the sake, like I like to do with initiative and just for order and stuff, without rolling initiative, because it's like not entering combat or whatever, how are you guys entering the tunnel? Give me like an order, and then that way I can kind of give an order of role play and things as we enter.
Before we do that, I mean, it's relatively low light down the tunnel, I assume?
Oh yeah, it's really dark, pitch dark, with the exception of that real faint blue where the tunnel curves in the distance.
I would be slinging my bolt gun onto my back and pulling out my Mustang Arm submachine gun, which has a infrared night scope. I'm using that as I would be walking probably towards the front, looking, since I have a good advantage with that and the sniping scope, to be able to see people even in the low light conditions.
I have a theoretical order if everyone's okay with it for me to drop it.
Go ahead.
I'm good.
Yes.
Okay. Wolf fronts. I'm behind them. Phoenix is behind me. Looper behind her. And then Kira bring up the rear because she also has a long range weapon and can do major damage. But since Wolf has vision that can actually see into the dark really well, he should definitely lead regardless.
Can I make an objection to that?
Well, I have that on my gun too. So.
I have a camera, and it's hard to see when people are in front of me. That's all. If I can.
So do you want to go? Do you want to be the one? Do you want to swap spaces with me?
Yeah,
this
so if I can be right behind Wolf, and I can peer out.
It's wide
from
enough.
underneath.
It's wide enough. You can do in pairs too if you wanted. Think of a subway. You could probably walk two people side by side on that track comfortably without, feeling cramped. So if you want two people in the front, you could do it in sets of two or whatever. Just let me know.
Phoenix, where do you feel comfortable at, honey?
Well, I should be somewhere in the middle because I can use my audio.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere in the middle I can hear, but I could be towards the back because I really can't shoot or anything. So
that's what I was thinking. That's why I wanted you towards the middle or being able to be protected by everybody else. So do we want to do single file or do we want to do duos?
I'd rather be in front. I mean, Looper, you can shoot over my shoulder or something. That way, if I take a shot, then maybe you won't.
Then I'll be behind Looper, shooting from the opposite side.
Like a scatter, like a little...
Yeah. A stagger.
Not a
like
straight line,
stagger thing.
Yeah, it's exactly.
So we can go Wolf, Looper, me, Kira, where do you feel comfortable at?
She would probably, at this moment in time, she would probably be wanting to head in the front. She would be, to the point she's like getting ready to walk down the tunnel, whether y'all are following or not.
Yeah, I'm
the
already.
family, she's ready. She's already down there. We're talking. She's already down there.
All right. Hold on, no, I got this. So we'll do a Y formation. Wolf, Kira, you guys take over the front. Wolf, you'll be handling the sight version and be able to do heavy damage. Kira, same with you. Sans the sight version. I'll be right behind them. Looper's going to be on my right, and then Phoenix should be behind us. Or, alternatively, we can have Looper in front of me, then you, and then I'll be behind you, Phoenix. Whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm here to shoot things.
Yeah, sounds good. And I will just stealth
Alright, so Y formation it is. I'll bring up the rear. Looper, you be behind Kira and Wolf. And Phoenix, you can be between all three. You can be between all of us.
Yep.
You're protected, and then we can keep an eye on you too.
So can we stealth? I want to be as quiet as possible.
Oh yeah.
You guys want to do group stealth?
Yeah.
Let's do group stealth.
Yeah, do it. Let's do Wolf or Kira lead it up since you two are in the front. Whoever has the better stealth, I guess, lead that up.
I rolled a 17.
Okay, nice. Yeah, everybody else give me stealth.
Okie dokie.
Nice. You guys are killing it.
Gotta find it. There we go.
Phoenix is quiet as a mouse tonight. Oh, Cynthia,
Damn.
kicking it.
That's good. Yeah, you make your way down the tunnel.
Your following us.
Yeah, you guys are like ninjas, just creeping down this tunnel like, some militant platoon or something. Like, it's just so stealthy. That was great rolls on everyone's behalf, regardless if it was group or individual. And yeah, you make your way all the way down this tunnel. As you get up to where it starts to curve, you see the light get a little bit brighter as you get up there, and you can tell that it's like going to open up into what normally would pull off down into a station. So picture this. As you're coming down this tunnel, it kind of splits, and you can see like a service door tunnel that kind of goes off into what would be like the top of the station, going down to where like you might go into a station and get on a train or something. Or the tracks continue down around the curve, around to what might be into that station, because you can see that this service entrance goes into a station. So you kind of have two approaches up until what is going to be the next opening.
Okay. Well, we saw this light. We saw someone moving right here close to this end, right?
Yeah, you did see some movement up there coming from the light.
So let's.
And are we seeing any?
Let's head over that way and keep an eye out and make sure high perception.
Looper has the pistol that he looted from earlier, but he also takes his actual heavy pistol. He's like, I'm pretty sure I saw a movie that had an action scene that started like this. So,
let's make it a group vote. How do we want to approach this? Do we want to split up? Approach the side tunnel?
Never split.
No,
Right,
let's not split up.
And you can give me
Okay.
since
Goonies.
you had the Metro map set up and stuff, you can give me deduction right now. Anybody can, because all of you had the Metro set up to the old Metro system.
Give it
Just to give you a little more knowledge on people that might figure a little bit of this out.
I
look for any like footprints and
great.
tracks.
Production.
Using my
Ooh,
tracking.
9.
Oh yeah, you can do that. You can give me tracking
I
instead.
don't have anything in deduction.
Yeah, give me some tracking. 16, nice.
Yes.
Can I do an object and
seems
reveal?
like-
You said we could use tracking instead.
No, either
Just see
either
if it
tracking
tracks.
or deduction would probably work good. Depending on what kind of information, but it'd be the deduction that. Well, I would take your deduction first, there, Wolf, since you rolled that first.
W has a valid idea. You should
But-
find weapons ammos first before using your real ammo.
But yeah, Kira, you notice that there's tracks, the ones that went from the building down this tunnel, the ones that you noticed earlier with your tracking skill, you can see that they go down here and then they go off into that service door, which would go into like the station. The tracks go that way, not further down the tracks. And then as far as deduction, no one's figuring out anything more, or getting any other ideas from this scenario, except for Looper. You can tell by the Metro setup map of the old Metro, and Kira pointing out the tracks going into that service, the way that the tunnel curves around, like, absolutely, this train tracks curve around to a station, and the service door goes to that same station. So think of like when you enter a subway, right, from the street, you would go down into a station, probably down some escalators or stairs, or go down to the subway, then down to the train to enter and ride. So both of these go to the station. It's either you're going to walk the tracks to where the train pulls into the station down there, or you're going to go in the service door into the open part of the station, or top part of the station, or entering through that service door. So two different ways that you can kind of approach this station, but you can deduce that both of these ways go to the station. And Kira sees the tracks go to the service door. Seems more heavily used.
We got a couple of routes here, guys, but looks like we're merging on the same location. I'm thinking the service door. Tracks are a little bit exposed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sitting ducks on that.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd rather take the service door.
Yeah. I agree.
What do you think?
Do we see any cameras or anything like that? Did we see anything?
No, you don't see any cameras down here.
If they've been hanging out out here, they more than likely ripped them out a long time ago.
Yeah. All right, who's gonna touch the door to see if it needs to be picked?
Let me go up to the door. I wanna listen and see if I can hear anything.
Oh yeah, I can do my auto sweep. Let's see if I hear anything. Keep forgetting that I can hear.
Same.
What skill is that?
Perception.
It's perception, but you get a +2 if you have a audio sweep. You get a +2 to it.
Yeah, +2 for hearing perception checks.
What kind of lock is that on the door?
I got an 11.
Nice.
I got a 21.
We lockpicking now?
I got lockpicking, don't I?
I've got one point in lockpicking.
Oh, I got pick lock. I have
lockpicking.
I just learned how to lockpick in the past, week.
Yeah, I got pick lock. I have 4 in it.
I've never needed a lockpick. I could just buy issues, so
on a little hiatus, I started, tinkering around and kind of trying to pick up, teach myself how to pick a good lock.
Nice. Yeah,
Good for you.
When you all listen at the door and kind of check it out, it seems very quiet, except for who got those top ones? Was it Wolf or Looper?
I had a 21.
Oh, Cynthia got a 19 too. Okay, yeah, Wolf and Cynthia. Both of you can hear a little bit of talking. Wolf, you specifically, you can hear 2 separate voices. Cynthia, you can hear some chattering, can't make out exact details, but both of you can tell it's some Russian. You're hearing some mumbling and the occasional word in Russian, can't make it out. Phoenix isn't really picking up on it.
Okay, I'm going to turn back to them, not say anything, and go 2. Hold up 2 fingers.
Ooh. I'm going to use my, hold on. I have a skill for this. I have a, no, not skill, cyberware. I'm going to use my voice stress analyzer. And try to see if I can get a kind of indication of how they're feeling, I guess, or what the tone of the conversation is.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, normally it would be, helping with perception on lying and stuff, but I can at least give you a general vibe on the stress levels of this, maybe. I like that. It's a creative way to use that. Go for it.
All right. Is it perception?
Yeah, perception. But you would get the +2. What a time to critical fail.
Oh no.
How dare you? You know, there's a lot going on. All of you are crowded by this door, all trying to, you know, get a piece of what's going on. And Wolf up front got the most out of it. You know, he can tell there's two people having a conversation in Russian. The rest of you just aren't getting enough out of it. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check and see if the door is unlocked. Very carefully try the door.
Yeah, you can tell it's unlocked.
Kara brings up her gun, just ready.
All right, yeah. Draw out my pistol. Are y'all ready?
Have a pop up. We're all just like hiding.
Okay, open the door and look in.
Drawn?
And if I see a Russian, shoot him.
All right, yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Shoot, ask questions later.
Unless it's Kira. Don't shoot Kira, please.
Yeah, you.
No.
We get a testimony first before we take a look.
You're only half Russian.
That's funny. Yeah, you open the door. It's unlocked. You're able to open it up. You know, little bit of. Hey, kitty. Little bit of screeching on this old door. As you can tell, it's kind of rusted and corroded, but it opens. It's obviously been being used. And when you open it up, you can see that it's a tunnel that looks like it goes down maybe all of 10 meters. You know, like 30 feet, 10 meters, and then it opens up into a room. But from this angle, you can't see exactly what's going on. It looks like it opens up into a top level of a station because you can see a bunch of benches where people might sit and hang out and wait. And then it looks like escalators or something to the left going down into the station. But from this angle of the tunnel, you can't see enough, but you can tell that like lights are on. There's some neons and stuff. You see blues and like whites. But the other thing that you get is when you open that door, like the audio just instantly increases. You can distinctly hear two voices talking to each other in Russian. If Phoenix or Kira want to give me a perception, let's see if you're lucky enough to make out any details.
I'll use one of the +2s if we have any still.
You do. You do have +2.
I'll use one.
Oh, I don't think you're going to need it, though.
Yeah, Kira fucking nailed it.
Kira is hearing their innermost thoughts and feelings and dreams and aspirations. That perception was so good.
She's literally hearing everything.
Yeah. She hears their stomachs gurgling from lunch they had 2 days ago. It's incredible.
They haven't eaten in about 4
how much do I need to
hours.
pay you to just hang out with us forever? Oh my god, no, I critical failed again. Yeah, no, see, this is what I get for making fun of me.
Well, this would just be Karen Phoenix, because this is trying to get details, because they're speaking in Russian. So the only ones that could maybe get details would be Kira or Phoenix. Phoenix not getting enough out of it. You can tell that they're just having a conversation in Russian, but you too can confirm, like, Wolf, there's two voices. But Kira, you're getting more of the details. You can hear, two different voices, a deeper voice saying, but how long? I don't know if this is going to be good or not to wait this long. It's just us. And the other voice, it's fine. It's fine. Boss says, just hang out for as long as it takes. So be out in no time. Yeah, but how long's no time? I don't know how long it's just stop complaining. Look, we do what the boss says. We just sit tight. We sit tight on everyone. We sit tight on everything. When he gets out, things will get back to normal. It's fine. Just stop complaining. Just, it's fine. You hear him just kind of talking like that.
So they're saying it's just the two of them there right now?
Awesome.
Oh yeah, you can hear that, they're complaining about it's just them. It sounds like a bigger guy or deeper voice, complaining more about that. Like, how long is this going to be? Just us. And the other guy, we sit tight till the boss says he'll be out soon, hopefully. And you're just kind of hearing that sort of talk.
So can we stealthily...
That there's only, sounds like there's only two guys posted here right now.
Okay, German. Can we stealthily move forward so I can get the jump on them? If I can get right up on them with a gun?
Yeah, same.
Sure, it's however you want to do this. Now, keeping in mind, if that's what you want to do, you want to try to stealthily, get up there without them noticing. Then you decide, are you all doing it? Is just some of you doing it? Is one of you? 2, 3? How do you guys want to approach this?
Who else is stealthy? Anyone else stealthy?
What's the best way?
Okay.
I'm stealthy, yes.
Stealthy?
I'm pretty stealthy. So
Dysfunctional couple is stealthy.
Well, it's up to you. If you all want to go for it, it's more chances to fail as well as succeed. If you all succeed, then it's more guns that stealthily got up there to get a jump on whatever's up there. If it's successful, but it also has more chances to fail too. So you might want to discuss that amongst yourselves as you're kind of planning what you're doing as you hear these voices having a conversation.
How many +2s do we got?
I think one left.
2. I thought there was 2 left, but I could be wrong.
Maybe. I used one.
Well, I was going to use one, but we didn't need it.
Save
so
a guy that
me.
immediately died after getting stabbed in the shoulder, so, you know.
I think we have 2. Is anybody in chat keeping count?
I wasn't. I know you had 2 +2s last time I checked, and I don't think anybody's
so
used them
one.
yet. Oh, you
Okay.
used
Well,
one.
that's
That's
what we
right.
used 1. So there would be
Did use one.
Yeah, we used 1. So
Okay, so
we
there
have
should still be
we
a
have
+2. Should be.
We have
Yeah.
a +2 and a crit, I believe.
Well, you used the crit.
Oh,
We
did we
used
use
the
the?
crit right away.
Oh, did you use the crit? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
We
what
used the crit
took
of the
out the
sniper.
sniper. Yeah.
That's why I got the extra +5.
Well, whoever's the strongest can grab them, and then we'll sit back and wait.
I mean,
Okay.
maybe hold up here. Maybe we get off on the wrong foot here, and maybe I'll just go and introduce myself, and if you guys want to give me cover, we
No.
might have.
No.
Looper, if you don't sit your ass back the fuck down and not try to talk to the goddamn Russians.
Well, they
Come on,
might.
Kira. Let's go. Let's
You
go
speak
get 'em.
Russian?
Thank you. And
Me and Kira are
starts
moving
scrolling.
forward. We're stealthing
You
forward.
speak Russian, Looper? Can
Do
you?
you want to use the +2, or
I might not need
do you
to.
use the +2?
My stealth is +5. I have
I
5 in
got- I mean,
stealth.
I have
This hand's
4
been waiting to
plus
slap the
6
shit out of
dex, so
somebody,
it'd be
and I
plus-
was-
It's 10 plus overall.
Yeah, mine's 12+. You can use the +2.
Okay, so I'll use the
I
+2.
will- Right into a whole new universe, bro.
And I will make lots of noise.
Nah,
You
not as
do.
not as much as I did.
Ooh. What's going on?
Wow. Okay, maybe it's Okay, they hear us.
Wow.
Okay, so
wow. Oh my god.
So
Alright,
what?
who is going
Oh,
on?
no.
Yeah, I'm so.
Walking on their
Wait,
tippy toes.
I'm confused. What's going on?
I am very confused.
Oh, no,
You
bro.
guys, let me know exactly what just went down.
I thought
I'm
we were walking foot
Cynthia
down.
going in. What happened with Cynthia? Why is she
Let's-
making a run?
'Cause I
How about
first
we all,
heard-
as
I
a
first
collective,
heard-
take a breather? How about we all take a breather collectively and just consider this for a moment?
Okay, so we didn't want Looper. We didn't want Looper coming up there and just and going, "Hey guys, how's it going?" So me and Kira, we're gonna go ahead and move forward.
Yep.
Phoenix was like, wait, I thought you guys.
So maybe what it is this, yeah, because it looks like Phoenix didn't do anything. Phoenix just kind of posted up while everyone else kind of started doing some shit. And it looks like this, based on these rolls. It looks like while you guys were deciding what to do and discussing, and Cynthia, maybe we should be stealthy. Wolf says, maybe I'll creep up. Kira says, I could creep up too. Looper's like, you know what? I'm just going to go try to talk to him. He takes off his guns. He starts walking up very stealthily, mind you. Like, he got the best stealth roll, right? So, like, he's like, I'm going to go talk to him. Starts going up all stealth. And it kind of puts the rest of you in a panic to the point where then you were not stealthy. You ran up to try to stop him, and now you're
I try to grab a hold of him and trip over one of these poles that's lying on the ground, and it goes clattering across the floor, and then it hits
Then I
Kira.
Then I tripped over Wolf trying to stop him from trying to grab him. I'm like, oh no, wait!
And I'm like, damn it!
And they make all that noise just as Looper steps up into the main room. And let me bring up that map so you can see what you're seeing there, Looper.
Kira lets out a few, not very flavorable words in both Russian and Japanese.
Respectfully, group botch.
Not me.
Yeah,
I'm
Phoenix
standing
is.
there
Except
going
for,
like this.
except for Phoenix.
picture's-
Phoenix has always been a gem.
My heavenly stars. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, a picture.
Darling, you're a gem. You've always been a gem. You got this handled. We're just a bunch of fuck-up kids, apparently.
Yeah, picture
I used to do
everybody
this
doing
in the
that
war.
with Phoenix just in the back, posted up with her fan, just a little bit of synth coke. Like, you all are crazy.
That's
I
what
I
she
get
goes.
this mental
I need to know.
image of I get this mental image of Looper marching up the stairs and Wolf trying to grab out of him, and then Cynthia grabbing at Wolf, and it just ends up this whole ass tussle at the bottom of the stairs. Just
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Wait,
And then
what the
Phoenix
fuck just
goes,
happened?
But
I need another bump now.
Oh, my heavenly stars, my group is crazy.
But you should be able to see on the map here, the subway kind of opened up. Now, the rest of the team isn't seeing this. Looper's seeing it because he's kind of the one stepping out the tunnel. But if you look at this tunnel over here, we'll say that's the service tunnel. The service entrance opened up into this tunnel that also continues in the opposite direction above city. It looks like an entrance that public would use. There's all these benches where people would post up, kind of a communal area. This sort of board that at one time would run schedules. You see the two escalators going downward, Looper. And then down there, it's hard to really make out exactly what's down there, but you do see some tables and chairs. You can see, a couple guys down there, but I'm not even going to pull tokens out yet. You can see more of the setup benches down here on the edge where the tracks and an old train is pulled up. You can also see on the train some of those carts. There's actually like lights in the train that are on. So there's like lighting on there as well as down in the lower area. But just as you walk past your teammates, they're all back there kind of, oh shit, Looper, what are you doing? And like stumbling, knocking some piping. Wolf hits them. You hear all that noise ship behind you just as you're like stepping out to like stealthily walk out past the tube, and you see some guys over there like noticing the noise. But give me an evasion.
Can I use? We have 1 + 2 left.
No,
I think so. No?
No.
I had used it.
Oh, well then, okay.
Well, here,
Use your luck.
Give me a second. Give us a +2.
I wish you the best of luck, bud. Good luck.
I'm using.
Damn it, Cynthia.
I'm using 3 out of my 5 points of luck here. Is there a way I can modify that, or do I just tell it at the end?
You can add it in as a modifier if you want, or you can just add it at the end. It's whatever's
Okay.
easiest.
So 3 points of
Don't
luck.
die.
With that would make it a 17.
Whoa!
There you
Oh,
go.
nice.
And that's not enough for this trap that you just set off. As you were walking through, not trying to be perceptive, but being stealthily and just walking down this tube, you hear some type of like beeping noise, and just out of the corner of your eye, you just see like the flash of this red LED laser that was going across, and just this sort of click, click, boom, as this huge flash and explosion just rocks out the tube, and debris, bricks, rocks just kind of fly out everywhere. The rest of the team behind you, you guys get kind of sprayed in rocks and rubble and dust as this mine basically goes off. But luckily you guys weren't stealthy. You guys, Looper just beelined it up ahead of you all, which in a way protected you. You aren't within that little range of this mine at the entrance there. As Looper is stealthily stepping around, you guys make noise. It looks back, trick, click, boom, this thing goes off. Looper, let's figure out the damage.
Ooh.
Click,
Oh
click,
man,
click.
I never got my armor repaired from last.
See, Looper, you
God
should have
damn
been
it.
stealthy.
Hopefully your
Homer.
camera didn't get damaged.
This is a dough moment if I've ever heard one.
Oh man.
We should get you back on coke.
Yeah, 18
Don't
You need more
damage.
drugs, man.
Oh,
Oh,
18?
18 damage. It's not bad. It's
Ugh.
not too bad.
Was that armor
Oh,
piercing?
and that's armor piercing, yeah, because it's a explosive. So your SP in half rounded up. So SP in half rounded up, and then the 14.
Okay, that was a nice 10 points of damage.
Or you can double the damage. However you want to do the math, but yeah, you get the point. It's AP.
Yeah, two
because it's-
points off my armor, and then is it? You said it's double damage?
Oh no, it's yeah. Sorry, it's treated like AP, not melee. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Not half SP.
Yeah,
It's
18 and I hit.
yeah. It ablates by 2. Sorry.
Yeah. So my armor was at 8 at that point, so it's down to 6, and my health went down to 25.
Nice. Is that taking you down to your halfway point?
No, I'm 25 out of 35.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, so Looper steps up as that explosion goes off. He takes all that damage as you hear those Russian voices, kind of stop talking. God, what the fuck? And like Phoenix Care, you can make out them cussing, bringing attention to the large explosion as dust kind of fills the tube that you're in. And you see Looper kind of get knocked back against the wall of the that access tunnel or whatever, and this is where we'll stop our session.
Oh.
Dude. That's great.
So yeah, we'll continue this the last Wednesday of next month with Looper's ears ringing, dust and dirt covering his skin and his eyes, his mouth. He just took a significant amount of damage. His ablation of his armor just went down a little bit, and the rest of you are covered in dust. Your ears are ringing, and yeah, we'll take it right from there next month. I hope it was fun for everybody, ending on that crazy note with Looper running up ahead. I was really thinking Wolf was going to trigger that, or Kira and Wolf, but then Looper out of nowhere was like, "Fuck that! I'm going to go talk to him." And like I was like, "Oh shit! Look at this!"
I was going to do perception as I stealthed up.
Can I say, Looper Jenkins?
Yeah, Looper Jenkins.
That's so funny.
No! I was just going, "No, Looper, don't go," because. And then
please,
boom.
like, the idea of Wolf, Cynthia, and like Kira all fighting at the bottom of the stairs, trying to like, no, wait, no.
Yeah, I like that.
And Looper just
Stealthy things going on. I'm like, Peter's just like, okay.
The one person gets through.
I especially like too, like the little detail of Will role playing Looper at that moment with like taking the glasses off, like he's getting serious, you know, or like, hold on, I'll go talk to him, and like that was funny.
Oh my god. Good times.
Hey, and Jamie, thanks for joining us, and what a great addition Kira was. Some great perception, that sniper shot, like wow.
yes.
Yeah, MVP
Thanks for joining us.
Definitely MVP tonight.
Oh yeah,
I definitely enjoying the character already. So
I don't. Hell yeah,
yeah.
no, you've been doing awesome at it, and like I said, I think Kira is a great addition because I was excited that you wanted to bring the NPC to life. It ties her into the team with them saving her, you know, allows this little mini campaign of rescuing her family to happen, and all this. It just kind of fell into place. But then aside from that, you know, coming in with that vehicle, even though like didn't know that this was going to happen, but it was like creating that NPC was a little unplanned foreshadowing, I guess. Like here they are now with, you know, a nomad part of the team with a vehicle. That's awesome. And like I said, those great rolls, that great perception rolling up to be able to see stuff, seeing the flash of that sniper, and then taking them out. You know, great work. Yeah. Lots of fun. But yeah, PWB in chat says you might want to stabilize Looper so you don't forget next time. But no, he didn't. It didn't take him down to the point you needed to be stabilized, right? You're just in normal wound state. Like you're not suffering from any negatives or anything. It was just a normal.
Someone's gonna be surprisingly dramatic about it.
Not 17 hit points.
Yeah,
He's gonna be surprisingly dramatic about it.
I was just gonna say, I like the fact that Looper plays it off like it's a critical injury and he needs help and all this, but then you get closer and you're like, dude, really, like, swipe it off.
That's exactly that's exactly what's gonna happen. She's gonna be like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" He's like, "I'm fine."
No, just
you came for me.
He's like, "Kiss my boo boo."
Just kick him in the leg. Just kick him in the leg and go, "Get up!" and quit faking it.
Walk it
Looper's
off.
the kind that would overplay a stubbed toe, but would like completely underplay having like a bone sticking out of his leg.
Exactly. Yeah. I like
Mom's
that.
gonna be the one who puts him in a death stage because she's gonna slap the living fuck out of him.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, great session. I had a great time. Y'all were awesome. It was a great addition to have Jamie here and Kira as a new team member. Awesome character. I had a blast. I love that it worked out with the timing to leave on that cliffhanger. It was like a blessing in disguise, Looper pulling that off, and the way it went down, like you said, Naomi, I can totally picture that scene, the team arguing about it, him cutting up ahead, everyone trying to stop him, being unstealthy in the process, and triggering that explosive, like, I don't know, I just love the way that ended. I'm excited to play next month. That being said, I want to thank everybody in chat for joining us and being here and contributing ideas to chat and contributing +2s and giving me that -2 for the sniper. That was fun too. Even though like it didn't help him, Kira totally fucked him up. But But I appreciate that. It's so much fun. I love when chat's part of the story. It's really cool. Everybody, make sure you check out everybody's links. Follow us all on Twitter. Hit us up on Discord. Follow, subscribe to Cybernation Uncensored here on Twitch. Also on YouTube. We also have a very active podcast on Spotify and anywhere you see podcasts. I also want to remind everybody we have a big charity event Friday. So tomorrow I'm running the Cyberpunk RED game on the Sirenscape Twitch. And then Friday is the charity stream right here, 6 p.m. with R. Talsorian Games. James Hutt from RTG is going to be here as Game Master. I get to be a player. Ellen Graham from Roll to Cast is a player. Miss Magitech is a player. And GM Capricious Nature is going to be a player with me. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in and donate money to the cause. We're raising money for Ukraine. And every dollar donated is going to be matched by R. Talsorian Games. So that's awesome. So please donate some money so our Talsorian can match it and we can make a significant impact here with that stream Friday. So thanks everybody for tuning in. And once again, thank you to my players. So much fun. You guys make the game amazing. So thank you so much. And I'll see everybody next time.
Bye.
Take care.
Cybernation Uncensored.